Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Hello and good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and others, and welcome to the greatest wrestling show on earth. Welcome to BENXT. Hello, PlayStation Nation, are you present?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
The entire arena full of Brian Michael Bendises. Put your Brian Michael Bendis away, please. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BENXT. What an exciting show we have for you tonight. Immediately following tonight's stream, we will be raiding Peter Austin, who is doing his first ever Twitch stream on his own at Tiny Peter Plays. There's a link right at the top of the chat if you want to follow him now. He'll be kicking off at 9 p.m. Come for the wrestling, stay for the Tiny Peter. You can't plan a better evening than that. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you've had a lovely day. How are you? Just realised I've got spooky gloves in my pocket. I'm going to put these to the side, and I shan't explain them any further. Don't ask. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the resubs, everybody. I'll get through those in just a second. Tonight, we've got all sorts coming your way, and I'll run through it after a word from our Stevens.
Ben, my dude. How are you? How was your day? It's Ben Potter PlayStation Nation BENXT time. Hope you're having an awesome day, my dude.
Stephen, thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate it. I have had a good day. I've had a productive day. I played through... I don't have them up here anymore. I played through every single one and captured all of the footage for my next video, which is really exciting. That's a lie, actually. I discovered that one of the games I bought the wrong one. So I've had to order that. But I've recorded 9 out of the 10 games for my next video, which is huge. My goal by the end of the week is to have finished the script, with exception of the fucking game that I bought the wrong one of. But that'll put me in good stead. That'll put me ready to practically record the voiceover. And that's exciting. So, yes, looking forward to it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Tonight, we fight our way through the final PipDown before our first pay-per-view of the post-Walrus Mania season, that being BENXT Stand And Deliver. Last week, in shocking fashion, Funky Barbara Piss upset the PipDown universe when she defeated Piss Jericho for his men's championship. That threw the entire division into chaos because it's divided by gender and it doesn't know what to do. So what we are going to do instead, hi Pippa, welcome, is we are going to crown an interim BENXT men's champion from the rest of the division, including Piss Jericho, and that champion will face off with Funky Barbara for a unification match at the pay-per-view. Big night. Don't know what form that match is going to take. Might be an elimination chamber, might be a ladder match, might be a gauntlet match. Maybe we'll do a poll. I don't know. Paradox Machine 515, thank you very much. 45 stream streak. Very impressive indeed. Good evening to you. And let's go through these resubs. Welcome everyone, just joining. Excited to have you here. 60-minute Iron Woman match. That would be something, wouldn't it? Right, let's see. People being well generous. Mascot 5 in their first 9 months. Big loves, and big loves to you as well, my friend. The whole page moved. I can't. Where am I? Catty Karen, thank you very much. 9 months. Keys. Is this a new? This is a new badge now. Yes, we've moved on to the gold badge. 9 months, you get a gold badge. Pretty exciting, I think. That we're even still doing this after 9 months. And that you've supported for 9 months. Incredible. The page keeps moving. Can you just call it with your generosity just for a second? Thank you. I'd appreciate it. ADP7, 9 months. We've got some dancing gifts. Thank you. Batman fan Drew, 9 months. Donak, 9 months. DJ JPEG, 4 months. Ed Hoik, 9 months in a row. Woo, the only wrestling I watch. And TP, it's been a triple jump day moving from Ashton to you to Peter. Amazing. Sounds like a good evening all round. Nate Reitenbach, 5 months. Keep me company while I try and fix the goddamn boiler again. Well, Nate, I hope you have some success there. And thank you very much for the support. Stephen, 9 months. Ben Potter is best. Liar. Thanks for all the laughs and fun during each stream. Been a huge fan for a very long time and proud to support you. All the best, my friend. Thank you, Stephen. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your support. Elmat Nerico, 9 months. Hello, Ben and chat. Hope everyone is well. Hyped for another exciting night of wrestling. Nonsense? Oh boy, it's going to be nonsense. You know it is. C. Bennett 12, 9 months. I've done the tests and the baby is yours. I don't know what that means, but I wish you all the best with raising that baby. I accept no responsibility. Lord Brotovich, 9 months as well. Thank you so much. LB. Hello, Bookerman Ben. How does one acquire that 24/7 interim belt? I'd like to defeat Vacant for that belt if you don't mind. I'm sure it will look great next to the Nugget bucket. The Backstage Award, that. It's a title that no one's going to hold, hopefully, unless something goes horribly wrong. Paradox Machine 515. 40... Oh, no, hang on, sorry. We've got loads of golden faces there. That's not what I meant to read. Iron, 45 stream streak. Thank you, Iron. Here we go. Sports time, indeed. Shy Bee's 7 stream streak. Thank you. I think I've caught up on all the stream streaks. I have a horrible habit of missing them. I don't want to miss them. Think I got them. Think I've got them. Excellent. If you have BENXT bucks, tonight is the night to lose them all or double your fortune. We predict here, we don't gamble. It is technically gambling, but it's not legally gambling. And that's the important thing. Joeit1118, thank you for the resub as well. 5 months, BENXT. BENXT. Big thing that's changed since last week. As threatened, we officially have a wheel emote. It took me long enough. 9 months, in fact. But there is a wheel emote now. So there we are. Badger is also no-showing, so get ready for it to all go wrong. Mr. Black and Troweling Badger, obviously busy tonight. They're on mod squad duties. LB, the faithful mod, here to manage our predictions. Thank you, Lord Brotovich. I appreciate your time and your commitment. Thank you. I say commitment, that sounds horrible. It sounds like I'm saying the others aren't committed. That's not what I mean. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you sacrificing. No, again, it sounds negative. Stop being so negative. I appreciate you, Lord Bostich. El Matnerico, 7 stream streak. Thank you very much. And Mr. Black is right there. I see him. He wasn't showing in the list a minute ago. He's still not showing in the list for me for some reason, but hi, Mr. Black. Good evening to you. Right. Are we all ready? We're moving on to the final pip down before BENXT Stand and Deliver. We need to crown an interim pip down champion. We need a little Kong Strong title match. And I think this show plays host to one of our newest stars. Is it the Vent Pervert? No, it's Shrek. Shrek is... No, I think it is the Vent Pervert. Right. Are you ready? Let's bloody do this. Over we go. This is the result of last week's... Oh no, we didn't finish BENXT, did we? I forgot. We got most of the way through BENXT. We've still got a couple of matches to go, so I've lied to you immediately. Very sorry about that. The Pain Train 84 15 stream streak. Phenomenal work, thank you. So this is how we started BENXT. The team of Dave Benson Phillips and Neil Buchanan defeated Shrek and Seth Piss and Rollins after some shenanigans from Seth Piss and Rollins. Let's Freaking Go had a fantastic promo where I think he said that he would win his next match in under 5 minutes. Don't know how likely that is, to be honest. We had Billy Ray Walrus being crowned the Aldi Red Thunder champion. Sadly for Brian Butterfield, he couldn't hold on to it for a second week. And next we have Grimace versus John Cena-fied Hannah Montana. Main event is Fanny Craddock versus Michael Johnson. I remember now. So we've got 2 more matches left on BENXT before we move to Pip Down. I apologise for lying to you. So, Lord Brozovic, your first prediction of the night. Grimace versus Hannah Montana. Grimace, of course, the BENXT Women's Champion currently. Saw off a very, very game Analogistic last week after Analogistic won that Festive Rumble. For a while there, it looked like Analogistic was going to go all the way and win that championship, but you can't overcome the power of the McNuggies now, can you? No, is the answer. You can't. You simply can't. Our first match, Grimace versus Hannah Montana. Predictions will be live in just a second. Get ready to predict. We'll crack on with the entrances. In the meantime, there it is. Hustle, Loyalty, Grimace. I like it. Off to a strong start.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Mount Olympus, the NXT Women's Champion, Grim Ace.
The Grim Ace of BENXT, clinging on to that championship with a vice-like grip. Not defending it tonight. I'm sure she's happy about that. But still, a victory for Hannah Montana would be big news indeed. And yes, if you did miss last week's BENXT, we do have a couple of additions. One of which is an alteration. That being Hannah Montana now in a proud member, card-carrying member of the C Nation. After spending the entirety of the charity stream trying to find a John Cena hat so she could complete her John Cena look, she has managed to do so here. Shrek joined the roster, as did the Vent Pervert Batman. Those are the big changes. Freddie Weber, thank you for the resub. 6 months of pure thickness. Goodness, I feel so thick. Happy for you, man. It's been a while since I got wide. Can you do that real quick? I forgot her music doesn't last the duration of her entry. She doesn't even start running and her music's over. BENXT, BENXT. The crowd's going wild. Grimace versus Hannah Montana. Now I wonder if it's a bit like showing this isn't a real science, right? They're showing a red rag to a bull. That's not a thing. Bulls are attracted to movement more so than colours. They're colourblind or something. I can't remember. Anyway, my point is, I wonder if Grimace is going to be upset about the colour of Hannah Montana's top. She might see it as something to laser focus onto. To destroy. Some say John Cena retired, others say Hannah Montana found the gimmick in catering. He just left it in the ring, didn't he? She just needed to slip into those shoes, and she was ready. She like floated in the air like Sailor Moon, did a little spin. There was a blinding light, and suddenly she was the new John Cena. Into the cover goes Hannah Montana off an explosive early flurry, but we've seen this before. Grimace has, just last week when she was defending the title against Anna Logistic, was subject to a huge beatdown. A prolonged beatdown for the vast majority of the match. All it took was Grimace getting rolling for like 2 or 3 big moves, and she easily dispatched her foe. Basically, you just don't want to let Grimace attack at all, but that's not always possible. Hannah Montana is... I've got to remind myself, I didn't even have my spreadsheet open. Hannah up to the top rope. Oh, double-footed stomp to the BENXT Women's Champion. Am I correct in thinking? No, Hannah Montana miraculously has actually not held a title before. I know there was a long period where, when we expanded the roster, we didn't see her for a while. But she was in that feud with Commander Piss right at the start of BENXT, if you remember that. And Commander Piss went on to win the BENXT Wide Championship. And I was certain that surely Hannah had been in the mix as well. But Hannah has not actually held gold in BENXT yet, which I find quite surprising. Grimace now, this is what I was talking about. Starting to take over in this match. Hannah Montana has earned herself a signature, indicated by that flashing blue bar. If she can connect with that and then connect with her finisher, it might be good night for Grimace. Oh, but Grimace in control now, but that's a wild miss from Grimace, and Hannah Montana. 2 clotheslines, catches the foot, sweeps the leg. Hannah Montana looking pretty powerful right now. BENXT Women's Champion potentially in a spot of bother here. As Hannah Montana lifts... Oh no, and a massive headbutt from Grimace. Drops Hannah Cena. Or Cena Montana. Do we still need to add Paul Cornwall to the roster? I forgot. Is he joining us? Maybe. Grimace now just deadlifting the lifeless carcass of... Oh, Hannah Montana, and she's been absolutely planted into the cover. That was Grimace's signature maneuver there. And Hannah, just escapes, but you know what Grimace has got locked and loaded now. With a finisher in tow, that means that Hannah Montana may well be craving those McNuggies, and the McNuggies may not be far away, especially if... in the wake of that massive elbow from the top rope, you don't see Grimace go up to the top very often. Hannah Montana being walked over to a place she does not want to be. And Grimace now. Massive headbutt. And I think the McNuggies are coming. Up she goes. Hannah in the drop zone. And down go those McNuggies. And it might be good night for Hannah Montana in this opening contest of tonight's show. And it is. BENXT Women's Champion Grimace goes back to the tried and tested playbook of get beaten up for 10 minutes and then win anyway. Grimace is your winner here. Hannah John Tanner. I like it. Jonah Scene Tanner. For God's sake. Grimace the winner. Congratulations to the 78% of you who wagered 42.7 thousand BENXT bucks. Backing the purple monster. Right, hang on. Hannah Jortanner, that's also good. The Doctor of Thug Hannah Mix. Thug Hannah Mix. Thug Hannah Mix. Rubbish. Well, it's a win for Grimace that starts us off, and we now go almost immediately to the main event of BENXT, that being Fanny Craddock versus Michael Johnson. These two have had a heated rivalry for some time now. Fanny Craddock, I believe, does hold a victory over Michael Johnson, but it was a crooked one. Pamela Anderson, former BENXT Women's Champion, was the special guest referee. She attacked Michael Johnson on multiple occasions, and then, and also I should say, provided a fast count, so she went 1, 2, like really quickly, faster than she should have done. And then, when Fanny Craddock had Michael Johnson tied up in a submission maneuver, crooked Pamela Anderson called for the bell as if Michael Johnson had tapped out, but the replay showed that Michael Johnson had not tapped out. So Fanny Craddock definitely playing with every dirty trick in the cookbook here. We'll see what will happen tonight in that rivalry. Just quickly Oh, okay. Usually when it's a rivalry match, it pops up with like an outcome, and I don't want to see that. So I was trying to go past it fast, but that's fine. It's not going to show us that. Fanny Craddock versus Michael Johnson is your BENXT main event. The final BENXT leading into BENXT Stand And Deliver, the pay-per-view that's upcoming after the impending episode of PipDown. Predictions are now live. A blood feud so raw, it's like Fanny cooked it. You're doing great. You know what, Lord Brotovich, despite him talking down his abilities to come up with good names for predictions, I think he's doing very well so far. I'm proud of him. I'm personally pretty proud of him. Got to find my music. Hang on. Get those predictions in now. You have 20 seconds to go. And when it comes to Michael Johnson's music, I will be turning it down. As discussed a few weeks ago, it turns out Mikey's Dog Rap uses a piece of licensed music for its backing track. And that got me in a spot of bother a few streams ago.
Making her way to the ring from the United Kingdom, Fanny Cooked.
Fearsome Fanny. In potentially her first BENXT main event. Big night for her. We'll see if she can capitalise, but her bitter rivalry with Michael Johnson should surely be reaching its conclusion. Michael Johnson, former BENXT Wide Champion. Fanny Craddock yet to hold any titles in BENXT. A win over the former Wide Champion tonight would maybe help her out. It's difficult to say, to be honest. I'm still going to let it play, I'm just not going to play it as loud. So hopefully the YouTube doesn't pick up on it.
We got that doggy shit now in talking sexual war.
England, weighing in at 211 pounds.
Woof woof, woof woof. So, can we give Fanny a finishing move named after raw eggs or salmonella? Yeah, we can. That's the salmonella driver. Fanny Craddock with the salmonella driver there. The raw egg elbow drop. Just your weekly reminder that Fanny's husband was called Johnny. Johnny Craddock. It's a good name, unless there's something I'm missing there. In which case, it's a bad name. Don't do this to me, all right? Don't make me do a Paul Schnauzer, please. I'm going to get so easily going to fall for something like that. I don't know the world enough. Don't take advantage. Michael Johnson versus Fanny Craddock. Let's do this thing. BENXT. It's weird that the crowd doesn't shout pip down, pip down. I don't know what that's about. It's weird, isn't it? G-Man 1002 10 stream streak. Good evening, Ben Dude. Are you well? Another evening of BENXT to enjoy. Highlight of the week after a day of work. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. It's main event time. You're just in time for it. Always good to have a Johnny in hand when dealing with a Fanny. That's the joke, Ben. That's all. It was crass and frankly beneath both of us. Okay. As long as I'm not getting drawn into a trap, yeah? Little known fact that Fanny died of ligma. What's that? Ligma Alt F4. Gotcha. Michael Johnson in control in the opening exchange in this match. Fanny Craddock has taken quite a beating so far. Rolling next time. I look forward to this and Fallout, which is also good. I have not watched any Fallout Season 2 yet, and Friday night I'm going to watch hopefully as many episodes as are out, and I'm quite looking forward to that. Just a one count for Fanny. We should probably cut away to a different camera. That was not great from the cameraman there. Oh god, and again, T-bone suplex. Probably not a T-bone suplex actually, but Michael Johnson did it nonetheless. Big right hand from Mikey. And now he goes for it again. That's a T-bone suplex. What's it called when they're facing the other way? A T-bone German suplex? I have no idea. Into the cover goes Mikey Johnson. Referee is right there. Referees have had a had a talking to about the lateness of their counts and their general rubbishness. So hopefully we'll see a marked change this week. Ligma D's nuts. Good. Do I bake banana bread or cookies? Banana bread! You've got to make banana bread, and I'll tell you why. Because what else are you going to do with those bananas? Because I'm assuming you have those bananas, and that's why banana bread is even on the table. And you know what I mean? Those bananas. How long have you had those bananas for? Realistically, what are you going to do with them? Cookies are great. Use up those bananas. It's time for banana bread. Tilt-a-whirl DDT there from Fanny Craddock, who goes for a submission. This might actually be the exact submission that she, quote-unquote, defeated Michael Johnson with a few weeks ago. This referee having none of it, though. He has been spoken to. Mikey set into the ropes. Wild swing by Fanny Craddock. Misses. And again, and Fanny Craddock's begging for her life now. Michael Johnson can't fall for this, and he does. He should know that Fanny Craddock is going to use every dirty trick in the book. He fell for it. It didn't look like he was believing her, but it gave Fanny the opportunity to stand up and give him a big open palm smack. Although Mikey's recovered from that quite well, going for a submission of his own. Got that arm locked back, pulling back on the face and neck. That label lock is in there tight. Will Fanny tap out? This will be poetic if Mikey Johnson's able to get Fanny to tap out, but not so. Fanny Craddock with a big clothesline drops the former wide champion. And then a springboard leg drop from Fanny Craddock, who's now mixing up a big bowl of raw eggs. She's going to serve at her next disgusting dinner party, and Mikey says, no thanks, I don't want to go to that. Not for me. Fanny catches the leg. Knee strike to the... Oh, and what she got here? Oh, she plants him. That's the salmonella drop from Fanny Craddock. Is it enough to put Michael Johnson away? It's not. Mikey's still hanging on. But Fanny Craddock now has her finisher, and Michael Johnson is in a real spot of bother. If she manages to hit the raw eggs, then he's really in trouble. It looked like she might have been going for it there. We're going to go for an exchange of blows. Fanny Craddock countered from Mikey. Mikey with a big chop. Back and forth these two go. Fanny now a chop of her own to the shoulder of Mikey. And Mikey returns the favour. Mikey with the counter. Right hand, another chop. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. Spinning forearm drops Fanny Craddock. And Michael Johnson now has his finisher. Are we going to get the Parrot Boy insert name of move? We'll find out. Full head of steam from Mikey. Boot to the face of Fanny Craddock. It could go either way right now. Michael Johnson definitely in control. They've both got a finisher. Really, it's whoever pulls the trigger first. Counter from Fanny. And Mikey Johnson needs to be really careful. As Fanny Craddock slowly drags him to the centre of the ring. She's not going to go for the cover off this, surely. No. Lifts Mikey back to his feet. Boot to the midsection. She could be looking for the raw eggs here. It's the raw eggs. She hits the raw eggs right in the centre of the mat, and that will be devastating for Mikey Johnson to fall to Fanny for a second time, and he's still in it. Still in it. Slamonella is excellent. Yes, I like it. The BENXT universe, you can hear them shouting, fight forever. Fanny couldn't quite... Oh, look at that. The diving stunner from the top rope to the outside. A thing of beauty. Something you can rarely say about anything that Fanny Craddock produces, quite frankly. And Fanny's earned herself a second finisher. Her first one not able to put Michael Johnson away, but Mikey now with a signature in tow. Basement dropkick on the outside. If you can get Fanny back into the ring, they have a bit of trouble navigating this corner, and Mikey's not even going to try. He hooks the leg. Oh my God! That package driver on the outside. That was Mikey Johnson's signature. He's got a finisher now. He needs to get Fanny. There, case in point. When they're stood in the corner, they find it very hard to throw their opponent back in the ring. Now, referee up to a count of 6. Fanny has until 10 to get back into the ring. Mikey can break the count if he rolls out. We'll see if he does so. I think Fanny's going to make it, though. And we're back again in a position where both individuals have a finisher, and Fanny ducks under. Ooh, Mikey Johnson just able to get out of the way. He hooks the leg, surely not off this. No way. I didn't even bother calling it because I thought there's no way Mikey Johnson's going to win off a fisherman suplex. Michael Johnson with a fisherman suplex into the bridge is just enough to put Fanny Craddock away. No signature or finisher needed. That was certainly an end to the match. Mikey Johnson victorious in a match that, quite frankly, Fanny Craddock could have won at any point. What? Let's see again. Mikey gets out of the way of that. Fisherman suplex hooks the leg into the bridge, and apparently that's it. That will do. Mikey Johnson, your winner. Sometimes when they're hurt enough, the game just goes, a roll-up will do. Sense of melancholy.
I got a manifesto. I wanna be the first ho. Hug and pet every dog on this
planet called Earth.
Left hand, right hand,
Left hand, give it a pet. After a recent match on the big stage, Michael Johnson emerged victorious over Fanny Craddock and caused their opponent to drop in the power rankings. It remains to be seen if Fanny Craddock will be able to recover their standing. Oh, Fanny. Unfortunate. Hang on a second. Where are you? I saw you there. Guided hands, welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Will the TripleJump video game ever come out? It's worded a little bit aggressively, but that's fine. We have addressed this in numerous places. It's okay. You can't keep up with everything. Can't expect everyone to do that. None of us are employed by TripleJump anymore. So while it would be lovely to see it come out, it's absolutely not a priority for anyone because we need to pay our bills. And as lovely as it would be for the TripleJump video game to come out, it's not going to pay our bills. Now, that's not to say it won't ever. And it is my hope and the hope of the others that it will come out. And maybe is the answer, but not entirely sure. Fingers crossed, right? We'll let you know, I promise. Sorry, there's no need to apologize at all. We will make it as clear as possible if and when things get moving. As it stands, the only person who can do stuff about it is the wonderful Alex Winters at Alex Starman with 2 R's on Twitch. Because he's the only one who can make it into a game. We've shot everything. There are still a couple of scenes outstanding, but we've potentially, like, we've spoken about it. Like, there's a way we think we could overcome those issues without having to all meet up because we're all in different places now. But Alex is a busy man, so all I would say is there is a willingness, but understandably it's not a priority while it's not going to pay bills. So fingers crossed. We'll keep you posted. It's not a no. It's not a never. That's it. I hope that helps Guided Hands, and I hope that helps anyone else who's wondering as well, because we do get asked from time to time. But yeah, hopefully. Do you accept payment in BENXT bucks? No. Sadly not, because when I look at my BENXT bucks as the owner of this channel, it says I have unlimited BENXT bucks. So I don't need any more. I've got enough. The video game is the reason TJ went under. Microsoft heard about it, assumed TJ was a developer, and somehow managed to close it. Why weren't you working on COD? That would have saved you. You're right. If we were doing gun skins, we'd be fine. Right, let's move on to PipDown, everyone. This is what I promised earlier. We need to crown an interim champion, and we need a little Kong Strong Tables match. But yes, any announcements regarding the game that may or may not come will be posted, I imagine, to multiple of our socials. And we still have access to the... at least Peter and I still have access to the TripleJump socials accounts as well, and I'm sure Sam, being the wonderful, understanding man that he is, would be okay with us giving updates on there as and when there's anything. So if anything does change, I'm sure you will hear about it, because we will shout about it. So this is why GTA 6 keeps getting delayed. Yeah. First the TripleJump game, now bloody GTA 6. Where will it end? Right, so this is the PipDown that the game has given us here.
Please have the very small contribution that I can make toward the funding of the TJ game. Sadly, running off to play sports tonight.
Sports?
But so excited to watch the VOD tomorrow whilst I work from home.
Exercise? What are you doing? Don't move. That's rubbish. Alison, thank you very much for the bits. I hope your sport goes well. And hello to future Alison in the VOD. I hope sports went well. Yeah, I covered all the bases there. So, we've got a promo between the PipDown Women's Champion, the Chevrolet Matiz, and Carla. Gollum versus Lord Brotovich. Whoa. Judas and Duronk, Los Pokehemanas, the PipDown Tag Team Champions, take on Hideo Kojima and Jeff Keighley, Team Best Friend. The Pufferfish, the PipDown Butterfield Champion, goes one-on-one with the Winkler. And in the main event, oh, it's already given us one. Look at that. For the interim PipDown Men's Championship, Brian Michael Bendis and Simon Miller. Now we're going to change that to have a match that can include as many people as possible. Dear mods, would you mind putting a poll out to decide what kind of match we do to crown an interim champion? We want as many people as possible, so we can have an 8-person so we can do a ladder match. We could do a Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, or how many can you have in a gauntlet? Or a gauntlet. So I've already forgotten what I was going to say. Ladder, Elimination Chamber, Hell in a Cell, or gauntlet match. Can we? That's 4, not 5, Ben. Can we have a poll for that, please? Viewers, you will be able to vote on what manner of match the current division participants of the PipDown Men's Championship division will take part in. Did that sentence make any sense? I'm not entirely sure. There's the poll. Thank you very much, mods. You can vote now. What's it going to be? Ladder, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, or Gauntlet? A reminder that a gauntlet is that the numbers are randomly assigned, but 2 people start it. The winner stays on, basically. And once you defeat someone, the next person comes out. So if you start first, you're kind of fucked, basically. The person who comes in last stands the best chance of winning, but it's difficult to know who's coming in. So bear that in mind. Right, let's... we don't want a promo. Promos are no good. So let's make this the Little Kong Strong Tables match, which means it's time to spin a wheel. Our favourite. Free Dad Hugs 90, thank you very much for the resub. 2 months, huzzah! I didn't forget to resub. You didn't. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Time for the wheel. 1 minute left on the poll. What kind of match for the interim champion match? It looks like... What does that say? Elimination Chamber? Elimination Chamber is winning by 2 votes at the moment. 2 votes. 3 votes now. No, I can't really read it. It's so small. It's still winning, though. Who's our current Little Kong Strong champion? Is it still the Red Thunderman? It is the Red Thunderman. Because the Aldi Red Thunderman is the longest reigning Little Kong Strong champion of all time. Every single week, since we introduced the Little Kong Strong Championship, we have crowned a new champion because it's almost impossible to retain the championship. The Red Thunderman is the first champion to successfully defend their championship. Can they do it for a 3rd week? Unlikely. Surprise debut in the Elimination Chamber of Suplex Grandma? The Elimination Chamber with 44% of the vote is how we will decide the interim champion. It's a fun match. It's a fun match. It's a good choice. Good choice, everybody. Right, let's spin that wheel. I need a Wii already. That's not right. Why do I need a Wii already? It's not fair. Okay, the first participant, the first challenger is... you can't. That's cheating. You can't challenge for your own title. Come on now. Oh, it's Lieutenant Hank Anderson. Let's get him in there. Where is he? Next challenger is... Now, I was thinking of implementing a new rule whereby we don't have double duty in a show. It's not always going to be possible, but I think it gives someone who's not on the show the opportunity to be on the show rather than have people show up again and again. Are we all right with that? Duronk is in action later as one half of the PipDown Tag Team Champions. So we're gonna roll again. We're gonna go again. Cool. Everyone's in agreement. And it goes straight to Judas, her tag team partner, who is also in action later tonight. Good job, Wheel. BB Blocksberg is not in action, though. So she's in. No, there is Sparkles. Sparkles can go in. The VODs comments have been asking for this for weeks. Oh, have they? I'm so sorry, commenters. The BENXT VOD faithful. I hear you, albeit not directly. I apologise. I have been thinking about it for a while. It's one of those things I just keep forgetting about. We're doing it from now on, though. And the final slot goes to... It can't be anyone in the men's title picture. Oh my god, look who it is. It's former Little Kongstrong champion herself, Pippa's mum. The Drinks Fairy is in action. There we go. Two slightly different attires. I don't really know what the difference is. But there we are. Okay. I've had a message from the Drinks Fairy. She says she is so excited. You best get geared up because you're in action next, so... Okay, now I need to remind myself of who's actually in the PipDown men's division before I redesign our main event. I've got a spread... What am I doing, guys? I've got a spreadsheet. I've got a spreadsheet that will tell me that. Who's in it? So in the PipDown men's picture, we only have 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 members in the division, though. So we're going to have to cut 2 of them. The people in the division are Rules Boss, Brian Michael Bendis, Disco Gary, Red Thunderman, who is already a champion, so maybe Red Thunderman doesn't get to compete. So that's down to 7. Danny DeVito, Simon Miller, Leon S. Kennedy, and the former champion Piss Jericho. Out of those, who would you guys cut? Rules Boss, Brian Michael Bendis, Disco Gary, Danny DeVito, Simon Miller, Leon Kennedy, or Piss Jericho? I feel like Piss Jericho needs to be in it because he was just champion, so he's technically owed a rematch, sort of. Simon Miller is definitely in. 12 wins, 13 losses is quite impressive, to be honest. DanLocky25, thank you so much for the resub. 9 months. Enjoy your golden badge. So, Brian Michael Bendis has held gold before. Rules Boss is in there. Have any of them been champion before? Brian Michael Bendis... Oh, I don't know, actually. Let's have... No. The only one who's been champion before is Piss Jericho and Red Thunderman, and we're discounting Red Thunderman because he already has a title. So, 2 calls for Danny DeVito to be cut. Captain Candy Cane himself. Sad. Rules Boss. Random. Yes. Random. I just want to make sure these guys are coming in at a random time. Nope. Random. Yeah. Cut the one with the worst win-loss ratio. That's a good shout. These guys all have... Oh, wow. Rules Boss has a terrible win-loss ratio. That's not what I was expecting. To be fair, I think Rules Boss has been in a lot of Red Thunder and Kong Strong matches, which probably doesn't help. Okay. Also in there is... Let's have a look at Disco Gary's record. I don't think Disco Gary's record is very good. 1 win and... I'm still looking at the fucking spreadsheet. 1 win and 9 losses. Disco Gary is probably the worst one, but we'll continue to add them and see what we get. Danny DeVito, Leon Kennedy. I don't think Leon has a good record either. Danny DeVito is not great. Leon's is Better than Disco. I'm going to make an educated guess that Disco Gary is probably being disqualified from this one for his past performance alone. Piss Jericho needs to be in because he just lost the championship, so he does deserve a shot at redemption, I suppose. And his win-loss is pretty good. Right, there we are. It is for a championship. Have you set the first two as one player and not CPU? You don't actually select the who's controlling what until you start the match. For some reason it shows it there. I'm not really sure why, but as long as you start the match with no one selected, you're okay. This is for the interim PipDown Men's Championship, which I am realizing that if we're going to have a unification match, it does mean that I am going to have to make it an intergender title, so the winner can hold both of them. We'll worry that. That's a headache for a minute. I don't want to think about that right now. We'll worry about that later. Up first, though, we need to crown ourselves a Little Kong Strong champion. Previous holders include Bonklin, BMB, Brian Michael Bendis, Jeff Keighley, Hideo Kojima, Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Meatface, Pippa's Mum, Rules Boss, X-Budden, Danny DeVito, Pachiti Dust, Gollum, the T-Virus, and the Red Thunder Man, who is a one-time champ and also 2 weeks. I'm making a note of that. 2 weeks with the belt is unprecedented. We've never seen it before. So let's get cracking. Take a photo of this running order. Delightful moderators whenever you're ready. Predictions can begin, and they will begin in a minute. So, a reminder. The way to win this match is by putting someone through a table. First person to do it wins the championship. It could be over really quickly. It could take 2 minutes. Either way, it's not going to last long. But we all understand why there is such a high turnover of Little Kong Strong champions. It's because it's almost impossible to defend. You can be off doing something else, and an entirely different set of people will be throwing each other through tables, and there's nothing you can do. So, predictions are now live. Go right ahead and wager away. I'm just selecting my music. We're ready. Veraxis the Witch, thank you for gifting a sub to Duke McChicken. Thank you, Veraxis the Witch. Welcome, Duke McChicken, to the thickness.
The following is a fatal five-way tables match, and is for the Blue.
Can you put sponsor logos on the tables like Slim Jim tables they have now? Yeah, everything's fully customizable. For the Vidiots match, for the reunion stream, we were sponsored by Feldhoyer's Meat Facery. So it is possible, but also it looks cluttered and rubbish, so I'll think about it. Now, Sparkles being in this match will be interesting. This is the first time we've seen Sparkles since she won her qualifying match in the PipTown Butterfield tournament that we were running before Christmas on the lead up to WrestleMania. Unsuccessful, obviously, ultimately in the final. But the fact she won the qualifying match is impressive nonetheless. Let's see if she can carry that success over to a victory tonight in the tables match. Oh god, I can't remember what they're called. Team Lick It, there it is.
And representing Team Bring It from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 270 pounds.
Welcome to the Detroit experience.
Lieutenant Hank Anderson of the Detroit PD representing Team Lick It from Detroit Become Human enters this match for, well, it's not the first time, and it's definitely not the first time because he's held this championship before. Can he become the first ever two-time Little Kong Strong champion? No one has done it yet. Surprisingly, not a single person has become a two-time champion yet. Could change tonight. I've said that really confidently. Is anyone a two-time champ? No. Nobody has won it twice. Ridiculous turnover of personnel here. Toxic workplace right here in the PipDown Tables match. BB from BB and Tina, German children's television's finest. Could win herself a piece of gold tonight. And here he comes. The first ever and longest reigning PipDown Men's Champion. And now, the longest reigning Little Kong Strong Champion of all time. Holding the belt emblazoned with an energy drink from a rival company. It is sacrilege that the Red Thunder Man is holding the Kong Strong title. But he's going to hold on to it for as long as he can. That is, you know, as long as he's not consuming the product, in which case he will probably need to go to the toilet really quick. Really quick. Red Thunder Man is very soon going to have Gunter-esque credentials about him. We're going to be hearing things like 95% of his time on the PipDown roster he's been a champion. Which probably, honestly, is true as it stands. But he could face a road bump tonight. Very difficult match to win. But he did it last week. And he could do it again this week. You can see sparkles glowing there. As the Drinks Fairy, a former PipDown... No, yes, a former PipDown Little Kong Strong champion in her own right. Makes her way to the ring. She has, since her last reign, been buffed stats-wise. So she no longer has the crap stats of a manager, considering that this is like her 4th or 5th time being called forth by the wheel. It was only fair that she had stats that matched the other members of the roster. Could help her, could hinder her. The Drinks Fairy is here. Let's get this match going. And that is what it is all about. Let's hear what the noise is when you go to the toilet after drinking too much Little Kong Strong. I'm saying it really fast. Can I get all my words out? There it is. And yes, I can. And we're on the way. Oh, a flatliner immediately from Sparkles to the Drinks Fairy. That's not very nice at all. And now Lieutenant Hank Anderson's going to take a turn, dropping an elbow. Red Thunder Man, current champion. Springboard clothesline. DDT to BB. As Hank Anderson immediately picks up a table. God, I thought he was going to put the Drinks Fairy straight through a table. Imagine. As it stands, though, that table is not in play, even if someone accidentally goes through it. DDT from the Drinks Fairy, the Red Thunder Man bringing a table into the match. This is a sound strategy from him because he will want to put someone through a table as soon as possible. Sparkles, though, drops the champion to a knee. Oh, my goodness me. Hurricane Rana just impaling the champion, and the Drinks Fairy's brought a table in as well. As Hank Anderson is there, he's going to wrestle the table out of her hand, sends her into the ropes. Pop-up punch there from the former PipDown Men's champion. And now just raining down blows on another former PipDown Little Kong Strong champion. 2 tables in the ring. Neither of them are set up as yet. Happy birthday, Tori. If it is your birthday, I'm assuming it is. Table clocks the champion. Boot to the midsection from the Drinks Fairy. And now Hank with a right hand sends the Drink Fairy into the ropes. On the rebound, takes her out. And this is exactly what I'm talking about here in terms of the Red Thunder Man potentially losing his championship when he's not even involved. He was down there on the outside, stunned. And he slides in. 2 tables yet to be set up. And the Red Thunder Man desperate to get a hold of Hank Anderson, and he does so as the Drinks Fairy drops BB. BB rolling to the outside for a brief respite. Happy birthday, Tori. I hope you have a fantastic day. Hip toss from the Red Thunder Man up to the middle rope. And BB's now picked up a table. BB is the first person to successfully set up a table. And let's see if the Red Thunder... Oh, and Hank Anderson completely fucks it up immediately. He knocks it over as he slides back into the ring. Red Thunder Man uses the table as a weapon. Drops BB, drops the Drinks Fairy. Red Thunder Man now sets up a table as Sparkle Sparkles fetches another one. And the Red Thunder Man has the Drinks Fairy all alone here in the ring. Not looking good for the Drinks Fairy, but looking rather good for the Red Thunder Man. Can the Red Thunder Man go an unprecedented... Oh, counter from the Drinks Fairy. I was going to say, can he go an unprecedented 3 weeks? But the Drinks Fairy, elusive, managing to roll out of the way. Boots the midsection. Suplex position. Oh, and she plants a Michinoku driver. I thought she might accidentally put him through the table again. That's how she won it last time. Slingshot Senton doesn't quite connect. BB very close to that table. Red Thunderman needs to watch out. His title reign is hanging. Oh my god, did the...
Carla and the whole thickness. I come from the land down under.
Beautiful. Thank you, Techiwe, for the bits. And yes, happy birthday, Tori. Happy birthday. I also missed a resub from Bugsy Malone, I think. Thank you, Bugsy Malone. 8 months. Really appreciate it. I wanted to pause it so we could hear that message, of course. But also, I think, and she's not going to be thrilled that I'm showing this, but I think, can we just get a little, I think, let me just, yeah, okay, hang on. We just need to double check here. Oh no, to be fair, she was thrown by Sparkles. What I thought had happened is that the Drinks Fairy had run into the table and knocked herself out. No, it's fine. Okay, I needed to check, because that would have been really funny if that had happened. On with the match. This table is still here, and it's incredibly precarious. Hank Anderson now with a table. And is he going to set that up as well? There are now 2 tables set up, and the Red Thunderman has rolled out. This is not looking good for the Red Thunderman's reign. Hank Anderson has Sparkles up on his shoulder. Hank Anderson is the first ever 2-time Little Kong Strong champion. Unfortunate for the Red Thunderman and everybody else involved. And you saw there at the end...
Hello.
The Aldi Red Thunderman rolling to the outside, and he had no chance of defending his crown as Hank Anderson becomes the first ever 2-time Little Kong Strong champion. He's done it. He makes history tonight. Updating the spreadsheet to say 2-time. 2-time Hank is what they call him. Do they? Probably don't, do they? It's unlikely to be true. Congratulations to Hank, making history here tonight. Melodino, thank you for the resub. 8 months, really appreciate it. Hope you've had a lovely day. Oh, it's Gollum. It's Gollum, everyone. It was the shiny hair that won it for him. That's it. Speaking of shiny hair, no one conditions their hair better than this man. Lord Brotovich, the first ever and former Butterfield Championship title champion, goes one-on-one with Gollum next. I am, as threatened, going to quickly run to the toilet. I'm going to go chat with EE Tim. Predictions will be live when I get back. Bear with me 1 second as I go and chat to the BENXT Men's Champion, EE Tim. no, it happened while I was having a wee. It happened while I was having a wee. Hello, Raiders. How you doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Cultaholic. I really appreciate it. Who's on tonight? Is it our Sam night? Is it our Ross night? I forget. Who's live on a Wednesday? Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you had a fantastic time. It was Sam tonight. Hi, Sam. I hope you're well. Missed that boy. Hopefully see him soon. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to BENXT. My name's Ben. I used to work with Sam. This is BENXT. This is my custom stupid wrestling promotion, as you can tell. Look who's wrestling next. Lord Brotovich. That's not a real man. Gollum, however, is real. You can predict. Just by being here, you have earned yourself channel points, or as we call them here, BENXT bucks. We do predictions on the matches. They're all simulated. And we see what happens. We see what bloody happens. So, up next is Gollum versus Lord Brotovich. It appears there may be shenanigans involved. Predictions are now live. Whomst did I hurt to be put in this match? Sorry, Lord Brotovich. Lord Brotovich is one of my wonderful moderators here. And he might get beaten up by Gollum now. So, you're going to want to probably stick around and see that. Don't know why you wouldn't. That'd be weird. Gollum versus Lord Brotovich one-on-one is next. You have 30 seconds left to predict. Here we go. One of the things we pride ourselves on here is our fully custom roster of music. 90% of which is courtesy of... I hate how he blinks in and out of existence. Courtesy of Ben Cooper, musical maestro. You can listen to it there. Gollum slapping his weird, wet little hands. I hate him. I hate him so much. I don't want to look at him anymore. Get out of my face. Tell you who I do want to look at, though. It's this man. Lord fucking Brotovich. The leader of the German faction. Brot means bread. And Lord Brotovich, fresh off a series of charity streams where he raised money for cats' protection, very worthy cause. He's so cool. LB, looking to get back to winning ways tonight. Can he overcome the horrifying, disgusting, upsetting presence that is Golmu? Look at him. He's horrid. He's not horrid. And there we go. Wow, he left his nuggets unattended. Oh, and Gollum immediately kills Lord Brotovich. That's it. It's over. Oh, God. Why can he do that? Why can he do that? That's not right. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Lord Brotovich decides that's quite fucking enough of that shit, and he just drop kicks him in the face. And now Gollum on the receiving end of a beating. This is the danger of Gollum, who has won a number of titles, I regret to inform you. Let me just reacquaint myself with which championships he has held. He has held the Wide Championship. And has he been a Kong Strong champion as well? Unfortunately, he has, yes. So he has held gold twice, and I don't like it. The main reason is because he can do shit like that, which is an affront to God, quite frankly. And if Lord Brotovich knows what's good for him, he'll get out of there right now, because there's no positive that can come from tangling with Gollum. Into the cover, and that's not going to do it. You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get the best of Lord Brotovich, and here we are, the Bavarian Slugger. But Gollum able to counter one of those into the ropes. Smell drop there into a second cover. In quick succession as well. We've spoken about this before. Sometimes the pinning attempts aren't necessarily going to do... What the fuck? They're not going to necessarily do the job, but the person that's being pinned has to exert effort to kick out of them. It can tire people out. Gollum sent over the top rope into the bin where he belongs. And Lord Brozovic now to the top rope, beckoning for Gollum to get to his feet. What's LB thinking of here? Oh my god. I don't know how Gollum used some sort of psychokinesis there to just swat aside Lord Brozovic's missile dropkick attempt as Gollum sent across the floor. Gollum close to his signature now. Lord Brozovic not far behind. And it's when the heavy artillery really gets going that these guys are going to be in a spot of bother as Lord Brozovic feeling confident on the outside. Referee continuing his count. Oh, and he took way too long, and Gollum shoulder tackle to the midsection of Lord Brozovic and he tumbles to the outside. The thing about Gollum is he gets feral when he hears about getting the ring. That's it. He mishears it every time. We're saying, Gollum, get in the ring, and he's like, the ring? Like, no, 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 no. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. The ring? And that is just a spiteful DDT there from Lord Brozovic on the outside. Good evening, Plushy Labs. Welcome in. And Lord Brozovic has powered up. He's earned himself a finisher. Gollum has his signature, and Gollum is... Oh my god, and that's it. Lord Brozovic punches Gollum clean out of his socks, if indeed he could afford socks or had an urge to wear socks. Fully dressed Gollum is something I don't want to see. Into the cover goes Lord Brozovic. Not quite enough. Gollum basically sent to the moon there with that uppercut. And Lord Brozovic now sends Gollum into the ropes, and off he goes. Lord Brozovic needs to maintain this momentum. As soon as Gollum hits this signature, LB's going to be having an issue potentially. Gollum up on his shoulders and hung out to dry. On the rope there is LB. On the middle rope, he's perched. Double axe handle. Gollum goes down. You can have my sword and my double axe handle. That's a Lord of the Rings reference. You're welcome. I can't see. Referee is in the way. Referee, get out of the way. Lord Brozovic is just toying with Gollum at this point. Oh, Gollum able to squeak out. Rolls LB through. Oh my god, he slid through. Oh god. Gollum being a slippery little freak into the cover. Surely not. Please, no. Lord Brozovic, please kick out. Oh god. Gollum now has his finisher. Gollum lifting Lord Brozovic to his feet. Oh, Lord Brozovic managed to duck out the way. That is huge. Lord Brozovic ducked out the way of Gollum's finisher attempt. And now Lord Brozovic is in possession of a signature. For fuck's sake. A signature and a finisher. But it's going to be for naught if Gollum stays on the attack like this. Gollum, top rope. Lord Brozovic prone. Gollum! Lord Brozovic out of the way. And now this is Lord Brozovic's match to win. Or to lose, sorry, I should say. Gollum with the counter sends LB over the top rope. Big right hand. Lord Brozovic thrown back in. And LB needs to pull the trigger on these powerful moves that he's got stored up. Gollum, I would say that's a big splash, but actually that's like being hit by a crisp packet. And into the cover again goes Gollum. You can't win off slamming the arm into the floor, surely. The indignity, that's his nugget-eating arm. He needs that. Knee strike. And LB is being demolished here by Gollum, who's earned himself a second finisher. And despite Lord Brozovic having everything going his way a few minutes ago, it looks like Gollum might actually squeak out a victory here. Gollum, what's he thinking? Oh, God. He goes arse first. And that's all bone. You know that's all bone. There's no meat on that bottom. No meat at all. Oh, God. Oh, no. He's trying to choke. Lord Brozovic, don't submit to Gollum. Please do not submit to Gollum. Don't you dare submit to Gollum. Okay. Gollum, let him go. That's weird. Gollum normally, what he would do at this point is he'd unhinge his jaw and consume him whole. Oh, we've seen him do this already. The My Precious kick. And that might be it. Golem is, I think, going to beat Lord Brotovich, and back to catering. Oh no, back to catering goes Lord Brotovich, exhausted after that. Oh, and hang on a second. Look who's come out to quote-unquote congratulate him. The rules boss is here. Golem's calling his shot. Golem's got to be pretty... that's it. Not even rules boss can save us from Golem. Golem successfully defeats Lord Brotovich. Very sad. Lord Brotovich will now be returning to catering. And Golem successful, but confronted by rules boss after the bell. Seems they just had an angry exchange of words with no action taken whatsoever, which is a shame. Well, it's a good thing and a bad thing. It would be a bad thing because we'd have to see more Golem, but a good thing because rules boss would be the fresher man, and maybe rules boss would just punch him until he was like a little puddle on the floor, maybe. And then we wouldn't have to see him anymore. Okay. Up next, the PipDown Tag Team Champions Judas and Duronk take on the team of Hideo Kojima and Jeff Keighley, otherwise known as Team Best Friends. Is that it? Can't remember what their tag team name is. We'll find out in a moment. Just regular, plain old tag team competition up next. A win for Team Best Friends would be huge, though. Los Pokémonas have had no challengers since they dethroned P-Volution for the belts a little while ago. And it's time others got a chance at the gold. Predictions will be live in a moment. Let's crack on with the entrances. I think this might be the first time we've seen them make their entrance with the belts. It's just about as haunting as I had expected.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, King Rock and Judas.
Misfit Dad 76, 45 stream streak. Thank you so much, that's very impressive. The PipDown Tag Team Champions here, representing Los Pokémonas, that being Judas and Duronk here, from my Nuzlocke playthrough of Pokemon Heart Gold, that of course being a Pidgey and a Graveler. Named by the Twitch chat at the time, living on here in PipDown where they hold gold. Non-title match tonight, but as I said earlier, a win would be huge for Team Best Friend, if indeed that is their name. I can't remember what it is. We'll find out. We're going to listen to all of their music, though, because it's brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our industry icon, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Jeff's just excited that his best friend is here.
Their opponents at a combined weight
That's their name.
447 pounds. The Brain.
Now, interestingly, both of these men have held the Lidl Kong Strong Championship in isolation, but they are yet to hold any kind of tag team gold. A win here could put them on that path. Hideo and Jeff, ready to go. Been a while since we've seen them team together. I think we might have to skip to the end to hear the ending of this. Let's do it. Love that. I love you, Jeff. And we're underway. Judas starting things for the tag team champions. Combination strikes drop Hideo into the cover. Referee took way too long. Seems the meeting that was had with the referees only happened on BENXT and not on PipDown. Hideo sent into enemy territory, tag made. Duronk is now legal, as we're potentially going to be looking at some tag team offense here. Back body drop. Yes, it is. There he goes. That, of course, was a Hideo Kojima back body drop. produced by Hideo Kojima, starring Hideo Kojima. How you been, everyone? Hell yes, BENXT and the big Maximum Carnage Dynamite tonight. Hope all is well. Did I say Dynamite? Maybe. Dynamite tonight. Hope all is well for everyone. It is. Hi, BTJ. Big evening of wrestling. Thank you for being here. Back elbows from Duronk, breaking out of the hold of Hideo Kojima. Kojima sent in the corner, tag made. Judas now legal again. Oh, assisted. Punch to the ribs there. Speaking of Jeff, remember High Guard? Oh my god. That was I mean, I think just about everyone said this is a weird and lackluster way to end the Game Awards. And I don't wish those developers any ill will, obviously. I want their game to come out for it to do okay. But the fact that it's not been a great deal of good news since then, it's like, why would you make that the finale? And oh my goodness me, Jeff Keighley, the villain, he didn't so much come and break up the pin as he did attack the referee. That's not good. The referee's maybe going to go over and have a word. No, he's decided not to. He's probably got a concussion. That's fine. Now, as I explain every single time we do a tag match, that red cross above Jeff Keighley's name means he is not able to come in and interfere in this match until Hideo tags him in, which could be about to happen here, and he does so. Now, being disqualified from coming into the ring to break things up. Wow, that was very good from Duronk there. Being disqualified from being able to come in and break up pins. Now I don't know what Duronk is doing. Will usually come into play towards the end of a match, especially when, say for example, Jeff Keighley breaks up a pin attempt on Hideo Kojima, then Judas hits, or Duronk, sorry, hits a finisher, and then Jeff Keighley can't come in at all to break up the pin. Hideo's all on his own. We're going back and forth here in these pinning attempts, and it's not a one count on at literally any point here. And Duronk, leave Hideo alone. Although I am kind of proud of Duronk, actually, because if I was in a ring with Hideo Kojima, I'd probably do the same thing. What the fuck was Death Stranding 2? What were you thinking, you lunatic? What's wrong with you? Duronk now attacking the correct person. Jeff Keighley with a Scorpion Death Drop, slipping out the back door. Oh, Judas tried to get involved. Moonsault, springboard moonsault from Jeff Keighley. Oh, and Judas decides to come in. And now it's Judas who's got the red cross above her HUD. She's now not able to come in. Speaking of gaming, I was sad to hear about Twisted Pixel yesterday. They made some great games. Was this the closures at Meta? They closed a load of VR studios, didn't they? Awful news. Sit-out powerbomb from Jeff Keighley to one half of the tag team champions. The referee giving us a terrible view of the action. Counter. Dragon leg screw from Judas. And Judas has a signature into the cover. If we're thinking tactically, you can see here Jeff Keighley's not really been hurt much yet. Hideo Kojima's taken all the punishment. Same for Duronk. If a tag were to be made and Hideo came in, and then was on the receiving end of Judas's signature and then finisher, it'd probably all be over. And again, Jeff Keighley running into the referee there. That DDT spiking Jeff as Duronk sends Jeff into the corner. Tag made. There's a tag. Duronk up top. Duronk is made of stone, remember. That is not what you want flying towards you. And Duronk looking for something sinister. Don't know how she managed to reach that far. Bit of wizardry potentially. Springboard sent on. And Jeff isn't looking so good right now. Duronk has a signature. Judas has a signature. Neither of Team Best Friend, I Promise, has a signature. And they're not even close. Although Jeff now able to get a counter in. And maybe the tide will turn. No, it won't. Tag champ staying right on top here. Flatliner from Duronk into the... No, not going into the cover. Maybe going straight for the finisher. Oh, interesting. Maybe going to go for a tag team finisher. In tag team matches, if you have a finisher, you can go for a tag team finishing maneuver. This is not what Duronk has done, though. Knee strikes, drops Jeff Keighley. Oh, full head of steam. Washing the face of Jeff. And now Duronk maybe going to go for a tag team finishing maneuver. I think she's done it. She has. Neck breaker splash combo, and Judas will surely just try to pick up the scraps here, and Hideo is going to come in and try and break it up, and now we're in a position that I described earlier. Hideo has the red X above his head, meaning he can't come in, and Judas has a signature and a finisher. She just hit the signature, maybe going to go directly for the finisher if she can get Jeff to his feet. Full head of steam. Basement dropkick was not the finisher. And this is Los Pokémonas' match to lose, as Jeff very wisely rolls to the outside. Judas needs to be careful. Oh no, that could be very costly, in that I still think Los Pokémonas have the upper hand, but any chance of it ending now are probably at an end. Being dashed here by a poor diving attack as Jeff waddles over to Hideo, and a tag is made, and we're reset here as Judas does have a finisher. Counter from Hideo, who misses with that kick. Judas rolls out the way. Roll up. Kick out at one. And now Hideo plants Judas. An interesting tactic here. I'm not really sure what Hideo's thinking. Maybe he doesn't feel like working today. Tags the far more damaged Jeff Keighley back in here. Fall away slam from Jeff. And Jeff now has a finisher. He's like, here, you lazy sod. Get back in the ring. I'm tired. Judas has a finisher. Jeff Keighley has a finisher. Kick from Judas. And what's Judas thinking here? Oh, just a drop kick directly to the face. Nowhere to go for Hideo. Just crumples to the floor. Judas now maybe looking to go for that finisher. Might be looking for a tag team finisher like her partner. No, a counter from Hideo at the perfect opportunity. Judas was going for a finisher. Hideo countered, which means that Judas no longer has that finisher. Very, very timely. Very lucky for Hideo. As this Pidgey's going to fly. Head scissors takedown from Judas. Hideo back to his feet. And Judas surely looking for the tag. Again, not going for the tag. Hideo moves out the way. It's starting to fall apart a bit for the tag champs. As Hideo's probably coming over to make a tag, yes. And we're going to see the first bit of tag team offense here. Rolling neck snap. Kick to the back of the head. Jeff now legal. Jeff, of course, with a finisher. And Judas has taken quite a bit of damage. This will, if you have your WWE 2K25 heads screwed on tight, this of course will mean that Duronk will probably come in and break it up. And then Judas will be all on her own. As Jeff is going to go for the game of the year. Spins around, and there it is. It's the game of the year. And just as predicted, Duronk comes in to break it up, and now Judas is flying solo. Judas is all on her own in here. Duronk is not able to get involved. Senton from Jeff Keighley. He's got a signature. We might be about to see the tag champs defeated here. Oh my goodness, absolutely plants Judas. Judas is all alone. Is it Team Best Friends? Team Best Friends have beaten the tag team champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
That is a bit of an upset.
Our industry icon.
Because the tag champs had this one. They had this one. A series of unforced errors allowed Team Best Friends to get back in contention. And before you know it, Hideo and Jeff have beaten Judas and Duronk here in a non-title match. Will this lead to anything? Probably not. But we can hope. Only 18% of predictors, 169.3 thousand channel points backed Los Pokémonas there. Sorry about that. Someone's out quite a few BENXT bucks. Big win for Jeff and Hideo here. What are they doing? I was like they were preparing for a second match. Lunatics, stop it. Stop it. And yes, okay, I have just heard that that match will be nominated for Game of the Year because it had Hideo Kojima in it. And it will be at Jeff Keighley's award show. Interesting. Okay, cool. In a new category called Best Fictional Wrestling Match of the Year. Just because it had Hideo in it. It's a good chance he's probably going to win. Good chance. Up next, the PipDown Butterfield champion is in action as the Pufferfish goes one-on-one with the Winkler. Oh! Mild spoiler, there might be a pervert involved. So just prepare yourselves for that. Predictions will be live in just a second as just a normal fish, exactly. It's a normal fish. There's nothing wrong with it. Redacted. A normal pufferfish who happens to be a champion goes one-on-one with the bruising Bavarian. Is he Bavarian, Lord Brotovich? You're going to have to help me out here. The Winkler. Predictions are now live. Who will win? Only you can not decide. Only you can vote on who you think will predict. Gamble. Only you can gamble. Make that a PSA. Run that on television. Only you can gamble. And then put that face and then I'll be like, I don't want to fucking gamble. Can you imagine? Awful. I do love how on the plus-sized roster members, when they wear a championship, not only does the belt not connect to the back, but it also stretches it. Not the front plate, but the side plates are like they're much wider than they should be. I don't know how they haven't come up with a solution for this yet. The floating championship belts has been an issue for as long as wrestling games have existed, and I don't know how we're still having this problem. The Pufferfish won this championship after emerging victorious in the Butterfield title tournament, successfully defeating Jill Sandwich at Walrus Mania for the gold. This is not a title match, of course, but still a very proud champion. And this man, representing Brot Means Bread, the German faction led by Lord Brotovich, would love a big victory tonight. Winkler is here. His eyes are still poking through his eyelids. I don't know if that's a bug that is new or will indeed ever be patched. Winkler is here, and he is ready to face the Pufferfish in one-on-one combat. There we are. Terrible. I won't do that anymore. We're off. The fish is ready. The German is ready. I like how he's removed his shirt, but he keeps the lederhosen on. And we're off. Pufferfish, boot to the midsection. Clubbing blow drops the Winkler. One thing you might not expect just by looking at the Winkler, face value, definitely a don't judge a book by its cover sort of situation here, is that the Winkler has a surprising amount of speed and aerial ability. He will fly around this ring in a way that you would not expect a big man to do. No, in a way that you would not expect a big man to. Full stop. That's correct grammar. Butterfield champion in control so far, though. Up to the top rope. Can fish fly? This one can, maybe. Here he goes. Any second now. Flying shoulder tackle. Drops the big German. And a boot to the mid. A bit of a dirty boot, but the referee allowed it. A choking grip. The power of the Pufferfish can't be understated either. As he immediately goes for a deadlift powerbomb. And he is all over the Winkler. We might be in for something of a squash here. Massive splash from the pufferfish, and the Winkler is absolutely reeling here in the early goings. Has had absolutely no answer. Oh, and here we go, finally. The Winkler showing some signs of life with a counter. Elbows to the midsection of the Butterfield champion. Pufferfish back off the ropes. Pop up. Feet to the face. Into the cover. This, of course, will not do the job, but it will force the pufferfish to expend some energy. And the pufferfish has limited energy anyway. Do bear in mind that the pufferfish has gills and not lungs, like us. So the fact he's even able to compete out of water, above ground, is a miracle. This is a miracle that we're witnessing here. Every single time he gets in the ring, it's incredible. Knee strike, and this will also drive all the air out of the lungs of the pufferfish, and then a side Russian leg sweep from the Winkler. And the pufferfish, it seems, sacrificed some of his signature bar to stand up early, and it has paid dividends there as he's able to catch the big German in a belly-to-belly suplex. And the pufferfish, massive clothesline. Appears to be a southpaw. Does the pufferfish. The Winkler with the counter. Spinning the champ around and spins him back around. Oh, and just planting him face first. And now it's the Winkler who's starting to roll in this match. Winkler up to the top rope. This is what I was talking about. Oh, managing to get most of the way across the ring. That double foot stomp, that coup de grace. Picture perfect directly to the stomach of the pufferfish. Oh, and there we are again. Disaster kick off the middle rope. Into the cover, and the pufferfish could be in trouble now. Kick out at 1. And the Winkler has a signature locked and loaded. Pufferfish needs to be careful. Springboard. Oh, didn't quite get all of that. Enough to drop the pufferfish at least. And it appears that was not the Winkler's signature. This might be, though. Deadlift, German suplex with the release. That was not the signature. At some point he's going to do his signature. Oh, and now the pufferfish ducks out of the way. That's a long way to go. I think the Winkler will power out of this. No, not quite. Right hand. Winkler groggy in the corner. Pufferfish full head of steam. Big splash. Down goes the Winkler. Into the cover now. Goes the pufferfish. Surely not off a splash in the corner. Kick out at 2. Winkler still alive. It's been a bad night. Or a bad week, I should say. For Brot means bread. With Lord Brotovich's loss last week to Gollum. Sad. The Winkler could do with a win. Up to the top rope goes the pufferfish. The Winkler leaps to his feet. Oh, but he still gets caught by that diving elbow. And the pufferfish, signature in tow. The Winkler dragging himself desperately to his feet in the corner. Another splash. Another splash from the pufferfish. And the pufferfish is rolling now. You can see he's feeling it. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's doing it. He's doing the worm on a hook. He's doing the worm on a hook, and there is the elbow drop. Is that enough for the pufferfish to secure the victory? He's deciding no. He's going to go for a deadlift powerbomb. Oh, he's walking him around as well. Up onto the shoulders now. The pufferfish really is just playing with his food at this point. World's strongest slam. Down goes the Winkler. And the Butterfield champion gets himself a victory tonight over the Winkler. A flurry from the Winkler there at the midpoint of that match led me to believe that maybe we'd see a rare win for Brot means bread, but unfortunately for Lord Brotovich and his chums, his countrymen, it's the pufferfish who overcomes the burly Bavarian here tonight. Let's see if we can look at him just throwing him around all over the place, and here it was, the world's strongest slam. And the pufferfish with the victory. The Butterfield champion continues to roll here, but we all know what's waiting for him down the line. The vent pervert made his presence felt last week after a match of the pufferfishes. I thought we might see him again here tonight, but apparently not. Congratulations to the pufferfish, but watch your back, because Batman is lurking. It is now time for the main event. Now, if I remember rightly, how we did this last time, did we wait until there were 2 people left? And then we did the predictions? Or did we just do the predictions from the offset? Because we can do the predictions from the offset, that's not a problem. The way this match works, if you're not familiar, the Elimination Chamber. It's completely random who comes into the match when. Did it say the Winkler won the prediction? Uh-oh. Hang on now. Have we had an accident? It appears that Lord Brotovich has gone into business for himself. And I think he's awarded the Winkler the win? Oh no! The prestigious predictions! Can we reverse that? Is it possible? That is the first time it has been hashtag rigged. Oh no! Lord Brotovich, so disappointed by the Winkler's loss, has decided to award the victory to the Winkler. Firstly, don't worry about it, Lord Brotovich. It's not a problem. It's a mistake. It happens. But also, is there a way that we can undo that? I imagine there isn't. Because it does say, are you sure? Before you confirm a prediction. I don't know how we can fix that. We might have had some massive corruption here. Despicable corruption. Unfortunately, for everybody who backed the pufferfish, you have lost some points. Those of you who backed the Winkler have gained some points. And we have a new chapter in the illustrious and storied lore of PipDown and BENXT, in that Lord Brotovich is officially a corrupt moderator. Also, I want to double down and just say, Lord Brotovich, it's fine. It's a mistake. It happens. It's not the end of the world. We'll win more points. Everyone will get more points. All you have to do is watch and you get more points. Although, again, apologies to those of you who were robbed of points there. But it happens. It happens. Now, moving on. The Elimination Chamber. It's completely random when people start. It's obviously a 6-person match. 2 people start in the ring. Every minute, maybe it's 30 seconds, one of the pods, there are 4 pods surrounding the ring, one of the 4 pods will open at random until every single person is in the match. However, the match begins immediately. It doesn't wait until everyone's in the ring. If you get pinned or you tap out, you're eliminated. You're out of the match. It's last person standing is the winner. And in this case, it will be the last person standing who wins the interim PipDown Men's Championship, which we have instated because of some fuckery in how the divisions work in this game. Because Funky Barbara won the men's title, but because she is our woman, she's not allowed in the men's division, which means we need a men's champion. And because we have a pay-per-view up next, after this episode of PipDown, we're going to have the interim champion versus the real men's champion, so the winner of this versus Funky Barbara, to unify the belts, and we're going to move forward from there. Sort of catch you up. Hopefully you sort of understand that. Now, Lord Brotovich again, please don't apologise. It's fine. It happens. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Although apologies again to people who predicted the pufferfish and were correct. It's okay. It'll be fine. There's more points coming. Main event time, I suppose. And we'll do the predictions now if you're ready. Brian Michael Bendis, Simon Miller, Rules Boss, former PipDown Men's Champion Piss Jericho, Danny DeVito, and Leon S. Kennedy enter the Elimination Chamber to win the interim PipDown Men's Championship to challenge Funky Barbara at the weekend to be the unified champion. Predictions are now lived. Hello? Oh God. Predictions are now live. You can vote accordingly, and the predictions will be correct this time, I'm sure. Okay, ready to do this thing? I should have had it load this whole time. Now, I don't know which order they're coming in, so I don't know which order to play their music. So I'm just going to sort of have to react as fast as I can. You ready? Let's crown a champion. Wow, where are we? Hang on. It appears we've moved venue for the Elimination Chamber match. We've gone to a stadium. An outdoor stadium. Just up the road. Hopefully it didn't inconvenience you guys too much. We did put on a series of replacement bus services to shuttle everybody there. I'm sorry to hear that, Chris. It's weird how Twitch haven't got a handle on their own prediction system that it's broken within the app.
Following the eliminations will be declared the winner.
Rules boss. Sorry.
The pure SmackDown Men's Championship.
That's right. That is correct.
Making his way to the ring from the internet, weighing in at 240 pounds.
Rules boss is here. He enters first. Doesn't necessarily indicate if he will be starting the match or not. He might. Yeah, he's going to go in one of the pods. Rules boss confirmed will not be starting the match, so that favours him a little. And it appears that the odds-on favourite is Simon Miller, with Leon Kennedy second and Rules boss third in the predictions. Next in, also guaranteed a pod, so they do not have to start the match and stand a better chance of winning. It is Leon Kennedy.
First, from Area 51, weighing in at 165 pounds, Leon Scott Kennedy.
That's right, the winner of this match is the Winkler. He's done it. The Ballad of Leon Kennedy continues at the end of next month with the release of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Be good to see him again. Here he is, of course, in his blocky PS1 original form that we experienced a few months ago when we played Resident Evil 2 on the streams. Leon guaranteed a pod place. Lucky boy. 2 more pods remain. Who is going to fill them? And then who is going to start this match? Leon taking a look at Rules Boss. Rules Boss not looking back. He's not fast. He's laser focused. Laser focused. Christ, get in the fucking pod. Stop making such a meal of it. Get in the pod. It appears actually that we've not only changed venue, we've gone to Australia. So, that's mad. And look who it is. It is Captain Candy Cane himself. Danny DeVito gets the 3rd pod. Was there a reason no one scanned in the neighbour's cat for a CAW? I don't know, actually. It's a good shout, though. Maybe for 2K26. We're not far away from WWE 2K26. Then we get to start the whole creation process all over again. Oh, it's going to take me so long to put everything back in the game. Bloody hell. Danny gets a pod. I'm also looking forward to the new My Career mode, which of course we will be playing on stream too. Yet to decide whether or not I take a diversion from BENXT for a few weeks while we play through that. Who's next? Oh, look at who it is. It's the former champion, Piss Jericho, who apparently has pyro, but he doesn't have any lighting on him at all. He's in the dark. Piss Jericho dethroned the Red Thunder Man for the PipDown Men's Championship in something of an upset. Held on to it until just last week when Funky Barbara beat him, becoming the first ever woman to hold a man's championship, to hold the men's championship, which threw the entire thing into chaos and has caused this match to happen. Piss with a chip on his shoulder. He is the final participant to be guaranteed a pod which means we know who is starting this match now. And that'll be Simon Miller. And the other one, who I've forgotten already, Brian Michael Bendis and Simon Miller will start this match. Is this Simon? Gotta wait until I see him.
Why?
No, it's not. Why? It's Brian Michael Bendis.
Weighing in at 228 pounds.
Brian Michael Bendis, who actually won the Elimination Chamber at the Elimination Chamber match a few months ago, securing a World Championship match at Walrus Mania, which he obviously did not win. Can he go back-to-back? Can he get back-to-back Elimination Chamber match victories? He did do Miles Morales. Hello, PlayStation Nation. Brian Michael Bendis will officially be starting this match alongside the most positive man in the entire world, and that's okay. And that is, of course, this man.
Why?
A reminder for those of you who have joined partway through the stream, Peter Austin's first ever solo stream post TripleJump is tonight at 9 PM, immediately following the conclusion of this stream. I will be raiding him. Stick around for an exciting double bill. Give him a follow if you haven't already. His channel is pinned at the top of the chat, at Tiny Peter Plays. And if you're watching the VOD, he has a dedicated VODs channel as well. I'm not sure what the URL is, but if you go to his Twitch channel, you'll be able to find it from there, I'm sure. Simon Miller enters the chamber. I think it was him and Brian Michael Bendis who actually were the final two in the chamber last time around. And tonight, they start things off facing one another. Simon would love to put Brian away quickly, and there it is, that interim PipDown Men's Championship. We're getting a splat? No splat. No splat this time. And we're off. Brian Michael Bendis. Simon Miller. I apologise for the Prime logo in the centre of the ring. I can't edit an Elimination Chamber match arena, I don't think, so that's what's going to be on the floor. Miller with Brian up top. Delayed vertical suplex. Impressive power from Simon Miller, no surprise. Of course, Brian Michael Bendis, the speedier of the two, I would venture. Miller, though, with explosive power. Full mount. Left hands raining down on the former BENXT Men's Champion, Brian Michael Bendis. Maybe we can say it is for primetime Brian Michael Bendis? Of course you can. You can do whatever you like. Nathan Ashby, 5 stream streak. Thank you very much. Enjoy those BENXT bucks. Predict responsibly. 5 seconds until we find out who's joining the match next. Who is it going to be? We've cut away. It will be Rules Boss. Now, saying that there's a ring and 4 pods was a bit of an understatement when I was describing this match. It is, of course, a massive steel cage. You can climb it. You can throw people into it. It's a bit mad. Simon Miller desperately trying to get to Rules Boss. Rules Boss, though, able to grab Simon first. And Simon sent sternum first on that top rope. I'm going to take a drink. I don't imagine anyone's getting eliminated just yet. Simon standing tall, boots the midsection of Brian Michael Bendis. 7 seconds until the next person joins. And Brian now on the receiving end of what Rules Boss just did to Miller. Next in, the former and second ever PipDown Men's Champion, Piss Jericho, looking to make a statement here. He will want this championship. He will want his rematch against Funky Barbara. Brian sent into the ropes, bounces back. Piss Jericho takes down Brian, and Brian was sort of folded in half there in a way that physics I don't think should really allow for. Brian, though, with a counter as Simon continues to take it to Rules Boss. In the bottom right-hand corner, has him up. Delayed vertical suplex again from Miller. Brian Michael Bendis showing off those kicks of his. And face first goes Piss Jericho. 2 participants in the pods remain. We await their addition eagerly. Will it be Danny DeVito or will it be Leon Kennedy, who's joining the match next? Oh, and a tag team. We're seeing a team up here from Brian Michael Bendis and Simon Miller to take out Rules Boss. Double suplex, and out next it's Danny DeVito, which means Leon Kennedy has officially pulled the longest straw in this match. He will be the most rested and ready to go. Now, it could also be seen as a bit of a disadvantage because he's not in the position to have built himself up a signature or a finisher, when realistically he could walk straight into this match and be hit by a finisher or a signature and be eliminated straight away. Rules Boss stretching the back of Brian Michael Bendis. Brian stands up, he says, "Oh, my back's not felt that good in years, thank you very much." And Simon Miller, I think he's going for the Miller hammer here. Goldberg is his dad. He has Danny DeVito up. Down goes Danny. Into the cover goes Simon Miller. Danny DeVito's not been hurt particularly though, so I don't think this... Oh, it's going to do the job. Danny DeVito is eliminated. He is officially the first eliminated. And in 2 seconds, Leon Kennedy will join the match. Leon is now in. Every participant now in as Danny limps his way to the outside. 5 people remain. Leon arriving just in time to see the 6th make his way out of the ring. Although Rules Boss has him up and Leon slips out. Leon, of course, fully equipped with German suplexes for Grandma. Simon Miller. Oh, atomic drop. To Brian Michael Bendis and Piss Jericho. Then sends Simon Miller for a ride. Lion Salt follows immediately on afterwards into the cover. Goes Piss Jericho. Simon Miller still in this thing on the outside. Rules Boss taking Leon Kennedy to school. And now Simon lifts up Piss Jericho. Takes him over to the corner. Piss Jericho slips out. Rules Boss pinning attempt on Leon. Leon kicks out at less than 1. Rob X85, thank you so much for the subscribe. Welcome to the thickness, my friend. What a time to join. Combination backbreaker. Flatliner from Leon Kennedy. Simon Miller taking a little rest in the corner. And you see Brian Michael Bendis rolling around the ring with Piss Jericho, who kicks out at less than 1. Welcome, Rob. Thank you very much. Miller now deciding he wants to a piece of whatever's going on the outside. Snap suplex from the boss. Piss Jericho makes his way out there as well. Directly into... Oh my goodness me, that was like an electric chair into the bridge. I don't know why Simon would break that up. He wants people to eliminate other people. It would make it easier for him. Don't know why he broke up that pinning attempt. Simon. Oh! Back suplex. And now Jericho. Boot to the midsection of Leon Kennedy. Jericho looking good in this match. Tail of the tape in terms of damage is Leon. Understandably is the least damaged. Then we've got Brian Michael Bendis is surely on his way out as Simon Miller is climbing his way to the top. What's he thinking here? Oh, God! He throws himself off. Crossbody. It does connect with Leon, but it's difficult to say that Simon didn't get the worst of that. That's a long way to fall. And Brian Michael Bendis is currently locked in the walls of Pissico. He's in the walls of Pissico. Is Brian Michael Bendis going to tap out to Piss Jericho? Jericho lets him go. Not quite. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. I'm glad you like them. Welcome in. Really happy to have you here. Moonsault from Piss Jericho. Brian Michael Bendis' days in this match are numbered. Then a Lion Salt from Jericho as well. As Rules Boss on the outside in the bridge himself. Leon's still alive. And Rules Boss now turning his attention to Simon Miller. Release German suplex. Leon springs back to his feet, potentially buying Simon more time. Brian Michael Bendis. Oh, and that's Brian's finisher. Into the cover goes Brian. That's called the I Done Spider-Man. Miles Morales. Piss Jericho kicks out. Rules Boss is just running rampant on the outside there. It's a bit difficult to keep track of. I wish they'd get back in the ring. But Simon Miller's not looking so good. Oh, 1 German suplex. He holds on. 2 German suplexes. He holds on. And a 3rd German suplex. And Simon Miller is being pinned now, and this could be good night for Simon Miller. He was the first person to start this match. Unfortunate. Oh, I think Simon kicked out, and now the referee turns his attention to this pin. And Piss Jericho has been eliminated. Piss Jericho will not get his shot at redemption. Piss Jericho is gone. as Brian Michael Bendis, Simon Miller, Leon Kennedy and Rules Boss are your final 4 in this match. Who is going to win the interim championship? Who is going to face Funky Barbara at BENXT Stand And Deliver? Leon Kennedy, the only man standing. He is the least damaged participant in this match. Everything is coming up Kennedy. But can he take advantage? No, he's sent over the top rope. Brian would love to eliminate Simon for a second time. Likewise for Simon Miller to Brian Michael Bendis. Who can do it first, though? Brian. I think Simon. Big overhand chop to the forehead of Brian Michael Bendis. And now Simon Miller sends Brian over the top rope onto that steel enclosure on the outside. Leon. I don't think this is a fight you want to pick, Simon. Leon is far less hurt, but Simon Miller nonetheless. He's got the Miller hammer up. He's potentially going to try and eliminate here the last person to join this match. Leon Kennedy is absolutely slammed down by Simon Miller on the outside. Oh, and Leon's still alive. Leon still going. All 4 of these men are, pardon my French, fucking knackered. As 2 of them are sent back into the ring. Big slap from Simon Miller. I believe this is the exact area of the Elimination Chamber that Brian Michael Bendis eliminated Simon Miller from in the closing moments of the last Elimination Chamber match we had. Oh, and I was going to say turnabout's fair play, but Brian is still in this thing. Rules Boss has his finisher. Belly-to-belly suplex. And Simon again, I don't know what he's doing. That time he connects, though. The crossbody off the top rope as Rules Boss goes for this submission maneuver on Leon Kennedy. Is Leon going to tap out to Rules Boss? And will we be down to 3? No, Rules Boss lets him go. In the meantime, Simon Miller's going for a third Miller hammer. He connects flush. And I think Brian Michael Bendis is about to go and create more Spider-Men. It's done. Simon Miller gets his revenge. And he continues to roll here. We are down to 3. Rules Boss into the cover on Leon Kennedy. Leon's gone. We're down to 2. Simon and Rules Boss. Rules Boss makes the connection with Simon first. Double underhook suplex. Sends Miller across the ring. And Rules Boss is immediately... I thought he was going to go for the cover there immediately, but no, he's pumping up that elbow. Point of the elbow on the forehead of Miller. And this is not a position Miller wants to be in, really, at this point in a match with 2 men as knackered as this. You want to be chaining together that offense. As soon as you start taking a beating like this, it's difficult to come back from it, especially considering that Rules Boss is close to a signature. Oh, and he's into the bridge there. This could be Rules Boss's opportunity. Rules Boss could win it right here. Simon kicks out. Rules Boss now has a finisher, and he is close to a signature as well. Simon Miller, unless he can get a counter in here, is absolutely screwed. Simon sent into the ropes. Walks straight into that knee in the midsection. Counter from Miller. Miller now looking to mount a comeback. And I think actually Miller countered Rules Boss's finisher, so Rules Boss doesn't have that anymore. 2 count. We are getting very close now. We are in the deep water here in this match. Will it be Miller? Will it be Rules Boss? Rules Boss on the receiving end of just repeated right hands, and Miller is slapping his head. And you know what that means. He's feeling it. Is Miller going to win his first world title? Up goes Rules Boss. Delayed vertical suplex. Not a finisher, not a signature, but still very powerful nonetheless. I think Rules Boss's shoulder briefly dislocated there. Let's not pay too much attention to that. And now Rules Boss with the counter. Now Rules Boss potentially able to get his signature off, and he gets Miller up. He hooks the leg. The package driver. This could be it for Miller. Into the cover goes Rules Boss. Rules Boss could win himself a bit of gold here. And Miller's still in this thing. Miller kicks out at 2.99, but Rules Boss has his finisher. He locks up Simon in that sharpshooter. Will Miller tap out? Will Miller tap out to Rules Boss? Rules Boss lets him go though. Not really sure why. Miller staggers to his feet. Eats a right hand and a chop and another right hand, and Miller is down. Miller has his signature. Miller pulling himself over to the corner. Rules Boss in full control here. Whoever hits a big move next and goes for the pin is going to be the interim champion. Counter from Miller. Will it be Simon Miller? Miller now puts Rules Boss in the corner. Boot to the... That was probably just the groin, wasn't it? And then a big slap to the face of Rules Boss. Rules Boss is stunned. Miller has 2 finishers. Is he going to win off a slap? Is Simon Miller going to win the championship off a slap? No, he's not. Rules Boss is still going. But Simon Miller has 2 finishers ready to go. If he can hit the Miller Hammer here, as he has done 3 times in this match, he has Rules Boss up. Rules Boss slithers out. It's not going to happen. Rules Boss counters Simon's finisher off the rope. Another knee to the midsection of Simon Miller. Rules Boss has a finisher now. Who is going to win this match? I'm getting really tired. I don't know what it's going to take. Back and forth these two have gone. Rules Boss again going for the sharpshooter. Will Miller tap out this time? He's taken so much damage. He's been in here since the very start of this match. Surely he can't have much left. Again, Rules Boss lets him go. Perhaps because he realises that he doesn't have a high enough submission stat to actually submit Simon Miller. And Miller now catches the leg, plants Rules Boss. And if Simon Miller can actually hit this Miller Hammer, he will be the new champion. He gets Rules Boss up. And he gets absolutely all of it. Twists him round into the cover. Simon Miller, for the first time, is going to hold a world championship on PipDown. And it's Simon Miller who goes from the start of the match to the end of the match. Why? Here's bloody why. Simon Miller is your interim PipDown Men's champion. He will face Funky Barbara Piss to unify the titles at BENXT Stand And Deliver. Next. What a bloody match. The cream of the crop here of the PipDown's men division putting on an absolute show for us in the Elimination Chamber. It was worth flying all of you to Australia for that match. The Winkler has done it. The Winkler has gone back to back. And now all that remains is to see the man himself. Look how many pinning attempts there were here. It was ridiculous. Miller's done it. You can see the welts. You can see the battle scars. Simon Miller has won a world championship. Now, detractors will say there's an asterisk. Detractors will say it's just the interim title, but it goes down officially as a world title reign. Simon Miller, in all likelihood, the only ever interim men's champion. It's going on the spreadsheet. Screen grab and send Simon. I feel bad because the only time I message Simon, it's not like, hey man, how you doing? It's, look what silly stuff I've made you do in a video game. I'm going to do it though. Simon Miller. I haven't messaged him since like September. Happy New Year, dude. Hope all your resolutions and plans come together swimmingly. By the by, congrats. It's 8 PM on a Wednesday. Leave him alone. Just let him have an evening. Just let him have a night off. Okay. Simon Miller's been texted. Simon Miller, the interim PipDown Men's champion. Congrats, Simon. Which means now it is time for BENXT Stand And Deliver. Now, normally on pay-per-views, we have done a Aldi Red Thunder match and a Little Kong Strong match, but I'm not going to do that here because that takes up 2 of the match slots. We're going to have Simon versus Funky Barbara to unify the titles. And we're going to have the Vidiots Championship defended between Mikey, Peter and Ben. Peter is the current champion. But apart from that, we're just going to see what the computer gives us. And cut or endorse accordingly. Now, I think it would be cool if we unify the titles in a manner that means the winner at the end is holding both belts up, right? Okay, bear with me. In order for us to do that, we need to make the it's admin time. In order to do that, we need to make the interim PipDown Men's Championship an intergender title, which means that it cannot be listed as the current Men Division's Championship. So I'm going to need to go in and change it to something else that's temporary, strip Simon Miller of it, then give it back to Simon Miller, and we'll take it from there. It's bollocks, but unfortunately, if you know how this game works, you do have to fiddle about a lot to make things function how you want them to. I know how to do it, but we are going to have to spend a few moments in menus, so bear with me. Before we do that, though, I think it will be fun to go and have a look at what the default card for BENXT Stand And Deliver is going to look like. Let's see what the game is going to serve us. Carla versus the Chevrolet Matiz for the PipDown Women's Championship. German Cheggers versus Les Freaking Go, with the Winkler in his corner. Rules Boss versus Gollum in a rivalry match. Shrek versus Seth Pissin Rollins for the Wide Championship. James Jenkins and Kat the Writer versus Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen. The Vent Pervert versus Pufferfish for the Butterfield Championship. And in the main event, Brian Michael Bendis versus Simon Miller. We're going to change that. So we're going to change this match. And God, I think we might have to change this match. Really sorry, Kat and James. I'm sorry. We might make this one the Vidiots match. Do we have a plan for if Babs ends up winning the Unify? Yes. Basically, we're going to remove the men's division entirely and just have the new unified title exist with Barbara as the champion in a different division that's intergender. And then if and when Barbara loses it, we'll move it all back over into the men's division where it should be properly. But we'll get there. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it, as they say. On the day after his birthday. I know. Oh, hello. I notice you're not on another pay-per-view. Okay. You going to say hello to your public? Hey. No thoughts? No? Well, you're ever so brave when you're not being lifted up. When you're not in Sky Jail. You'll scream at me all you want. Yeah, you will. In fact, I have a video of Pippa being incredibly annoying from the other day. Would you guys like to hear it?
What? What?
This goes on for another minute. She just screams. But then when I'm up here and I'm on camera, you get all shy all of a sudden. You still come and say hello and sometimes you squeak. But normally, just scream, don't you? You do. You just scream. And officially, my friends, we have our first Pip down of the stream. Hi, Pippa. Yes, hello. Hello. Yes. Yes, Pippa. I then let her outside, and she's got a catio, so she's got shelves up that she can run around in. She ran up on them. In full, the neighbours could hear, she was just going, just making weird fucking yodeling noises. You just chill out. Chill out, alright? They're going to think that we're hurting you because you cry out in such anguish all the time. Okay. What was I doing? Yes, that's what I was doing. Sorry, Pippa's now wagging her tail. She chose to come here. Of course, this is how it works with cats. She chose to sit on my lap, but I'm inconveniencing her. And we can't forget that. While you do admin, I'll apologise on behalf of Belfast for the language and booze for Raw this Monday coming if they call it Belfast Ireland again like they did on this week's Raw. Yeah, that was you would have thought with that many Irish wrestlers on the roster, someone would have had a word. I hope they have, because they said Belfast Ireland and then they advertised it with the Union Jack graphic. I'm like, you're pissing off a lot of people. It's WWE. You got bloody tread carefully now. Triple threat match. Sorry, Jenkins. Happy birthday to James Jenkins again for yesterday. Who's this handsome man that I don't know? 14 wins and 13 losses. That's not bad for the usual win-loss record. Michael Johnson. And the current Vidiots champion, Peter Austin. There we are. 16 wins and 13. Look at Peter go. Peter's flying. Title match is on, and it is, of course, for the Vidiots Championship. There we go. Do I look a little more washed out than usual? I wonder if it's... I mean, I normally wear a white hat. Just look a bit bright today. Do I look a bit brighter than usual today? Am I imagining that? It is winter. I'm allowed to be pale, but I just look a bit, you know, caught in the headlights a bit. Right, time for some admin. I've got to fuck about with divisions now. Bear with me. Peter Austin's first stream coming up at 9 p.m. We will be raiding him. Stick around. You look sunny and stunning. Thank you. I was fishing for that, so I appreciate you taking the bait. I think I need to strip Simon of the belt. Done. And then I need to change the division. No, it's PipDown, not BENXT. Edit divisions. I need to... Oh no, I need to edit the championship. Championships. No, I don't. Edit shows. PipDown. Can I... Is it show details? That's not it. Participants, number of matches. Championships, that's what I'm after. So I need to change that to the default. I'm just as a placeholder. Then it makes me choose someone. So I'm just going to award it to Danny. And then I'm going to remove him as champion. This is such a faff. Sorry, everyone. I know this is a real pain in the ass. Then I'm going to save it. Then I need to go out and edit the championship itself outside of universe mode and make it an intergender match. Are you going to the Belfast show, by the way? Should have asked. It's nice to be able to watch wrestling live and it not be at 1 a.m. That one. Edit. Base settings. No. Title information. Oh no, it's already on intergender. Okay, fine. That's good. That's what we want. And now I need to go into universe mode and make it an intergender title. Which is good. Back into universe mode. Here we go. I love that it gives you the option to skip that, even though it's about 1 second long and you have to sit through a loading screen anyway. Now we're going to championships. It doesn't show up under men's, does it? No, it should be intergender. It does show up in intergender, that's good. And now we assign it to Simon. Fucking hell, what a faff, eh? What bloody faff. Simon, here you are. Yes, I will be at the show. First ever from Belfast as well, but expensive for small venue. The Belfast prices were crazy, 200 at least for nosebleeds. Tickets are very expensive, and I say that as someone who paid way too much to go to SmackDown in Dublin last year. That's what sucks a lot about WWE coming to town. Even the house show, like they've either just been or they are in Newcastle very soon. And those house shows, there's non-televised events, and like the tickets are they cost a fortune for the worst seats. And that venue fucking sucks as well. The Utilita Arena in Newcastle is awful, an awful venue. I wouldn't pay that much to see anything there. Terrible. Anyway, £419 each. Bloody hell. Hey, I bet it's going to be amazing, and I really hope you enjoy it. We'll keep an eye out for you on the show. Have an amazing time. So Simon's now got that, which means I think we can go to tonight's show. Now we can continue to edit the matches. Where's the Carla match gone? Oh, that's been moved to the main event. That was not the main event before, right? I'm not imagining that. They've just moved that. Okay, fine. What was the other thing we were going to... Where is it? That was it. That's the match we're going to change. Edit match. Customized match. No, that's fine. We want a normal match. 1-on-1. So, it is going to be Simon Miller. I'm actually going to remove... I'm going to make Simon come out first as the interim champ. First time seeing him with gold as well. Exciting. Well, it's not the first time. He did win the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, lest we forget. Simon Miller versus Funky Barbara Piss. Can I have it be a double championship match? Double championship match is on. Okay, that one. And that one. There we go. It is officially a unification match. It is for the PipDown Men's Championship and the interim PipDown Men's Championship. We've done it. We've done it. I do kind of need a wee again, but I've got the baby on my lap, so I suppose we should probably just start this thing, shouldn't we? Shrek goes one-on-one with Seth Pissin Rollins for his BENXT Wide Championship. Moderators, whenever you are ready with the predictions, we can get fucking cracking. We can get rocking and rolling. Our first championship match of the night here. She's just a baby. You're just a baby, aren't you? Yeah. Annoying. Quite annoying, but just a baby. She's 4. She should have a bloody job by now. She should have a job by now. The first of our championship matches tonight at BENXT Stand And Deliver is Shrek versus Seth Pissin Rollins for the Wide Championship. Predictions live in just a second. Get ready to wager, my friends. They're live now. He is Shreksy, but will he be wide? We shall see. We shall see. Right, let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Worldwide Championship.
God, I totally forgot that Aisha Tyler was even in this game because we have Mike Rome as the ring announcer for everything. Nice hearing her. Makes a bit of a change. Here comes Shrek. He made his debut last week. Don't look at him too closely, please. He's doing his best. Shrek's not even been a week on the roster, and he's already got a championship match at a pay-per-view. Follow him at Shrek on the socials. Yeah, at Shrek. At Shrek. But boy, howdy does he have his work cut out for him. Piss it down! There goes Pippa, she's pissed it down. Because Seth Pissin Rollins is not to be taken lightly. And he is not coming out alone. He's got Piss Stratus and the former PipDown Men's champion Piss Jericho with him. It's a whole fucking undisputed era up in here. I don't know why Piss Stratus is at the front. She's not wrestling, but, you know, she's having a good time. Sethy Piss in his piss-coloured outfit is here, wearing that beautiful BENXT Wide Championship belt. We don't get to see it enough, quite frankly. Wonderfully designed by Danji's Designs. Go support Danji. Check out his website, danjisdesigns.com. Did you say Aisha Tyler and did you mean Alicia Taylor? I did mean Alicia Taylor. Aisha Tyler voices Lana on Archer. I'm confusing the two. Anyway, Seth Pissin Rollins is here and it's time for him to defend his championship, which he won at Walrus Mania from Michael Johnson. Seth Rollins, much like the pufferfish, made it through his tournament and came out the winner. Went on to Walrus Mania and was very successful.
Weighing in at 267 pounds.
To be honest, I didn't even realise she was an announcer in this game. I swear I've just had Mike Rome doing the ring announcing the entire time I've played this game. Can we get a wide, please? Of course, yes. This match will be presented in wide vision, as it is for the Wide Championship. Pissin Rollins. Seth Pissin Rollins there with the Wide Championship, looking extra wide here in wide, patented wide vision. Seth is ready. Is Shrek even going to fit on screen in wide vision? Let's find out. Belt taken over to Shrek. He's not... There he is. Yeah, he's big. And he is looking keen. He is mean, green and keen. Wide Championship held aloft for all to see. And this match, Shrek's ready. Seth Rollins is ready. And we can't see either of them because we're so wide. This match is underway and immediately leaping knee strike and the challenger is down. I'm going to switch it back now. There we are. Seth Pissin Rollins drops the knee again over Shrek's face. What was the name of the woman ring announcer in the late 90s, early 2000s? Lillian Garcia? To be fair, she was sort of mid to late noughties as well. Primeval 259, 10 stream streak. I may be on Hollybobs, but I still have time to spend some BENXT bucks. Come on. Thank you very much, Primeval. I appreciate it. Another knee strike there. Ripcord knee strike from Seth Pissin Rollins. Ben, I just saw that... Hang on. Ben, I just saw that the publisher behind all the jumping food games was banned from PSN. Are you okay? When? Why? Their games were of such a high quality. In fact, I just had a notification. You never know when it's going to be the last time that you hear from someone. I just had a notification that one of their games was on sale. And I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. Checking my wish list now. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, it's gone. It's gone from my wish list. Have your platinums gone? No, of course not. That sucks, man. I mean, let's be honest. Their games were shit and they should have been banned ages ago. Still, I salute you. We had some entertainment. Hey, speaking of some bullshit on the PlayStation Store, it appears that Resident Evil Village is going to be on PlayStation Plus next month. And guess which fucking muggins has paid for it quite recently so he can stream it? This fucking muggins right here. Anyway, let's crack on. Sad. Apparently they were like the 4th biggest publisher. What, in terms of volume? Surely not in terms of sales, right? How many £1.50 jumping sushi games did they sell? Right, well, it has been absolutely catastrophic for Shrek so far. Seth Pissin Rollins has not let up at all. Shrek is just taking an absolute battering here from Seth. And the referee, despite being spoken to about blocking the camera, has decided to block the camera on. Now Shrek is starting to roll. Absolutely plants the champion. And this is Shrek's time to rally. Massive splash, squeezing the internal organs directly out of the face and the bottom of Seth Rollins. And Seth sacrificed some of his signature bar to stand up early. It did not pay off. As you see Shrek... Oh, no, that's embarrassing. Shrek, it seems to be moving a bit faster than Seth Rollins, which is not something I expected at all. But still, he's getting in there with the counters. Back and forth, in fact, these two go very evenly matched now that Shrek's getting some offense in. Shrek decides to sacrifice his signature bar to stand up early. Don't just stand there, you idiot. Oh, he stood there like an idiot, and now he's been taken out. And now Seth... Oh, God, he's busted Shrek open. Or at least he's busted open the man inside the Shrek costume. I mean, Shrek, real Shrek. Now, rolling neck snap attempt. Shrek moves out the way. And Shrek, potentially at the sight of his own blood, is highly motivated now. Seth Rollins face first in the corner. Shrek now looking to get a full head of steam. Oh, and then an elbow as well. Sends the champion tumbling out. Goes into the cover. It's a lot of weight there from Shrek that Seth's got a kick out of, but he manages to do so. Seth now has his signature. And he stands up. Shrek, though, with those big swings, always connecting. Now Seth with the counter. Oh, and sends Shrek tumbling to the outside. Takes out Piss Jericho accidentally as well. And Seth might be looking for some sort of silly offense here. Springboard. Oh, sidesteps it to Shrek. Shrek now clearing the announce desk that has nobody on it, but not able to take advantage as Seth sends him back into the ring. Shrek now could well be on the receiving end of Seth Rollins' finisher. Seth, we know, goes for that pissagree. Shrek dumps the champion on the rope. And Shrek now starting to feel some confidence, starting to feel the flow. Clothesline drops Seth pissing Rollins. Ducks under to Shrek. Shrek now back body drop. And Shrek again, still rolling. Spinebuster. And Shrek now has his signature. He decides to go into the cover. Are we about to see a new champion here? Not quite. Not quite. Shrek, though. Big moves locked and loaded. Seth Pissin Rollins also has a signature, and Seth Rollins is close to a finisher too. Let's see if Shrek can do the unthinkable here in his second ever match and dethrone a member of the Undisputed Era. Seth Rollins, though, Scorpion Death Drop. A timely counter from Seth. Oh, washes the face there. A disrespect to Shrek. Into the cover now goes Seth Rollins. Kick out at one from the challenger. Seth, though, could be looking for that pissagree now. Shrek needs to be careful. Seth sends him into the corner instead. And manages to lift the significant heft of Shrek up to the top rope. Shrek is like 6'9" or something stupid. And could be looking for a superplex here. Oh, Shrek with a counter. And sends Seth Rollins all the way down to the mat. That's a long way to fall for Seth Rollins. And now Shrek deadlift. Got the champion up on his shoulders. Spins him round. Just slams him down. And that is Shrek's signature. Are we about to see a new champion crowned here at Stand and Deliver? No. Seth Rollins still alive. And Shrek now going for the get out of my swamp. Oh, and Seth Rollins catches it, sweeps the leg, and it's Seth now who has a finisher instead. And he goes for a single leg Boston Crab, this submission maneuver, damaging the lower back, and Shrek manages to get out of that one as well. I've spat all over my screen because I was really excited. Time to use the sinister mystery gloves to just wipe that off. Why did I even draw attention to it? Honesty, right? Honesty is the most important thing. Seth Rollins starting to roll now. Shrek really looked like he was going to take this thing here, but Seth is a champion for a reason, able to counter at the perfect time, and off the leaping knee strike. Shrek's still in it. Seth Rollins, though, has a finisher and could well be going for it now. Is it time for the piss stomp? Seth Rollins with the piss stomp, and Shrek, thank you very much for coming. Into the cover goes Seth Pissin Rollins to reclaim his crown. And it's Seth Pissin Rollins who walks out still champion here. Shrek cannot believe it. That's the wrong music. Why did it take me so long to realise it? I've clicked on the wrong bit. Hang on a second. It's like the wrong prediction all over again. There we go. I had the mouse hovered over it and I didn't even look back at it. I just clicked it and started talking. That's Billy's music. This is Billy Pissin' Walrus. Bill Pissin' Rollins. Unfortunately for Shrek, it is Seth Pissin' Rollins who overcomes the Green Mountain tonight. But my goodness, what an effort from Shrek. Keep an eye on that one. We've not seen the last of him. Very, very nearly dethroned the champ here tonight at BENXT Stand and Deliver. Now, before we go into our next match, which quite frankly is a must-win for German Cheggers, with the Winkler in his corner, Brot Means Bread desperately needs a win here. Desperately needs a win. I'm going to go and chat to Tim. Notable by his absence, EE Tim. BENXT Men's Champion hasn't defended his championship in a little while. In fact, all of P-Volution has sort of been absent, haven't they? Since both tag teams lost their sets of tag titles. Curious, eh? Curious. Do not let me close the predictions. Mr. Black, would you mind awfully making sure that you conclude the Brot Means Bread predictions for this match, please? Because it's obvious that Lord Brotovich is too close to the situation. He's too involved. Don't let him call the predictions because he will give it to German Cheggers regardless. Okay, I'm going to go chat with Tim. I'll be back in a second. We are just 28 minutes away from Peter Austin's first stream. We'll be raiding him, of course. Stick around. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, let's do this thing. Time for just one more bit of corruption for this stream. German Cheggers representing Brot Means Bread with the Winkler in his corner takes on the sexiest man alive, Les freaking Go. Up next, predictions alive. Get those BENXT bucks locked in. You have 40 seconds. BENXT Stand and Deliver. Big match between these guys. No idea what brought it about, quite frankly, but nice to see it regardless. Lovely to see a bit of Les. Sexiest man alive. Look at him. Let's do it. Hey ho! Well, later, Hosen buddies.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Don't know why I'm surprised that we get Alicia Taylor for the whole show, but I was like, oh, it's Alicia Taylor again. They're not going to send her. They're not going to send her away, are they? It's the same show.
Weighing in
Just excited. Just excited.
And 28 pounds. Key.
Please, everybody, control yourselves. Calm down, all right? I know he's irresistible and he's got moves for days. But he's not a piece of meat. He is technically, we're all pieces of meat, really. But just leave him alone. Les freaking go. In fact, I'm going to Google something real quick. I know there was a patch for this game. Did they add Alicia Taylor in? Or have I just managed to miss it this whole time? No, she's been in the whole time. How have I never had Alicia Taylor before now? I'm really gutted that I had an option. Never mind. Big Sexy's here on the big stage of BENXT Stand And Deliver. German Cheggers. Les freaking go. No, the patch just added Les freaking go in. And we're off. Oh God, yeah, Les freaking go said he'd win the match in under 5 minutes. Okay, let's see if he can manage this. Confirmed banana bread is good. Good! I'm glad you finally used those bananas. You know, those bananas that you've been looking to get rid of for ages. Let's go on an absolute mission here. Springboard, moonsault, and Brock means bread. Might just have to endure tonight as another loss. As Les freaking go continues his unstoppable march to glory. Kick out at 1 there. Les go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Counter from German Cheggers is not what Les go is going to want. Drop toe hold. Takes down Cheggers. Oh, and a Russian... No, not Russian. What am I saying? A dragon leg screw. A dreg whip. A weg screw there. Absolutely, that's what I meant. Oh, now. Is he going to go for a draping DDT? No, he's going to go for a stunner. And German Cheggers sort of daintily folds himself down. Wow, look at Les go. Standing shooting star press. The big move. He's got 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm not sure on Les Go's chances here, but he's pressing the advantage. He's still rocking. He's still rolling. The kicks of Les Go find their mark, and then a DDT. German Cheggers is down. Les Go leaps over the top rope. He's calling for German Cheggers to get back to his feet. He has to Les freaking really go now. Oh, look at that. Springboard Hurricane Rana there. German Cheggers rolling to the outside. Les freaking go waiting for him though, so I don't know how worthwhile that was. Wow, look at him go. And now into the armbar. And Cheggers manages to roll through, which means he will be able to strike first. Oh, and down goes Go. 3 minutes remain on his self-imposed challenge. Les Go manages to grab a hold again. Oh, and sends him into the referee, but Les Go wasn't waiting at all. Just started swinging immediately. Head scissors takedown from Les freaking Go. Les Go now up to the top rope. Look how dainty, look how fast. It's that sports utility body hair that he has shaved. Whoa, those tram lines in, and look at that, amazing. Leaping arm drag into the cover. Yes, into the cover goes Les Go. Les does have a signature. God, imagine if he can do it. Can Les Go get it done? Les Go sends Cheggers into the ropes back. Oh, counter from Cheggers. Go has 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Oh, and Cheggers absolutely plants Les freaking Go. And now Cheggers calling for his finisher. This is not good for Les Go, and the referee is not staying out of the way, and down goes Go. And with 1 foot on his chest, Les Go's challenge might be at an end. Oh my God, I didn't even prepare the music because I thought there was absolutely no way it was going to end like that. Bloody hell. German Cheggers off a signature and a finisher just destroyed Les freaking Go. That never normally happens this early in a match. Especially as Les freaking Go had barely absorbed any punishment whatsoever.
Here is your winner, Key.
And Brock Means Bread gets a much needed win And unfortunately, Les Freaking Go, despite looking like he would actually manage to beat his 5-minute challenge, didn't do the job. Now I'm supposed to say Brock means bread didn't win now, right? That's how this works? Unfortunately, it is a win for German Cheggers. So go ahead and call that thing. Sad night. Sad night for Les Freaking Go. Did Les Go just get written off TV? Oh, poor Les Freaking Go. Sad. He's all beauty, he's no brawn. All beauty, no brawn. Up next, Rules Boss goes one-on-one with Gollum. Gollum's up next. Hollywood Les has to go film a movie. You're going to see him starring in The Marine 9. So look out for that. That'll be in a bargain bin near you very soon, I'm sure. Rules Boss takes on Gollum next, for some reason. Why am I saying for some reason? These guys have a heated and well-known rivalry, don't they? Yes, Rules Boss confronted Gollum after his win. On PipDown. We all remember that, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Predictions will be live. They're live now. Rules Boss. Gollum. One-on-one at BENXT Stand And Deliver. Les Pissing Go. Les Pissing Go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the internet, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Boss!
Rules Boss had a bit of a rough time of it on Friday in the Elimination Chamber. But hey, he had a pretty good showing. A loss here tonight, I would venture to say, would be pretty disastrous for his self-confidence. But Rules Boss could well overcome Gollum here. And Gollum's on a bit of a winning streak, so he might be able to continue that. I fucking hope not, though. Predictions are now closed. Get ready, everybody. Those of a nervous disposition should look away now. He's going to teleport in 3, 2, 1.
Weighing in at 102 pounds.
He's got good music though, which is really annoying. Gollum's here. Plap. Plip. Plop. Plap. You just get. I don't want to. Just go away. Get him off my screen. I don't want to look at him anymore. Don't want to look at him anymore. He didn't bring the smoke again. No. Gollum is not selling enough merchandise to justify the cost of the smoke. Oh, and Rules Boss ducks out of the way of that early attempt, although Gollum. Roll up pin attempt. Of course, that's only a 1. Imagine if Gollum won immediately. Springboard freak splash. Doesn't connect, which I'm very happy about. T-bone. Oh, almost like a T-bone brain buster there, sort of, and then drops the knee, does Rules Boss. Just a reminder to those of you who maybe weren't there on the Pokémon stream this week, or just a heads up, I suppose. I'm going back to Japan in April. Really excited about it. Going to be there for a couple of weeks, so there will be a couple of weeks without streams. Unfortunately, though, that does coincide, of course, with April. So what we have decided to do instead is we're going to do May. And that's May spelled M-E-I-G-H. So we're going to delay the horse celebration to May instead. We're going to do May. So while it is sad that we will have to wait 1 month longer for our horsey celebration, I don't want to do half in April, half in May. I don't only want to do 2. I want to do 4 whole fucking weeks of horse streams. So we're going to do May. We're going to do May instead this year. Going to the Nintendo Museum again, I suppose. You know, you can't keep me out of there. I'm going to live there. In the meantime, Rules Boss is doing exactly what I'd hoped he would, which is basically eradicating Gollum from the face of the earth. And now he's locking in that armbar. It's gonna be May. Oh no, now Gollum's doing stuff. Look away. There are 30 days in April, but 31 days in May. In fact, let me just check while Gollum... I'm not even going to look at Gollum. I don't want to look at him. How many weeks we got in May, depending on how the weeks fall, because it'll probably be Tuesdays. I want to keep Pokémon and BENXT consistent. So it'll be Tuesday nights. We have 1, 2, 3... it's just 4. We have 4 Tuesdays in May. So that'll be 4 horse games in May. Now, if it was in April, we would also have had 4. So you're not missing out on anything. I know in Spooktober we ended up having 5 spooky games because it all coincided. And I think Gollum's just made Rules Boss bleed, which is not good because Gollum's primary diet is blood. They don't talk about that much in the Lord of the Rings books, but it's true. He does drink blood. And now he's cheating. He's got his legs on the rope, referee. Referee saw that. Referee saw that. He may not be any good at not blocking the bloody camera, but he is good at seeing that. The package driver into the cover goes Rules Boss. Is this enough to put away Gollum? Not quite. Rules Boss does have his finisher ready to go, though. And he could be about to hit it as Gollum is absolutely knackered it. Oh, but he... Oh, no. Gollum, though. Oh, no. With the My Precious kick. Gollum hits the My Precious kick, and he might be looking to go for his finisher now, and it could be Gollum. It could be Gollum instead. Into the cover goes Gollum. Please, no. Not like this. Okay. Rules Boss still alive. But Rules Boss has his finisher. Gollum has his finisher. God, and that was all hip bone. Again, no meat on those cheeks. It's like high-fiving a spatula. Referee, get out the bloody way. Gollum could be going for his finisher now. Oh, he locks in the sleeper hold. This is Gollum's finishing maneuver. Please, Rules Boss, do not tap out to Gollum. Please don't submit to Gollum. Oh, God, okay. Gollum, surprisingly, releases Rules Boss from the hold. Rules Boss still alive. Gollum, though, just needs to hit one move, and he could be at the back elbow. Rules Boss ducks out the way, doesn't duck out the way of that. Oh, no, Gollum's just choking him. Rules Boss kicks out of that. And now, Rules Boss mounting the comeback. Is it Rules Boss's time? Dragging Gollum into position is Rules Boss. Rules Boss now stepping through. We've seen him do this before. The sharpshooter applied to Gollum. Going to work on the back and the legs. I don't think Gollum is hurt enough to tap out to this. But either way... Oh no, Gollum powers out of it, in fact. Oh, but the running elbow! The running elbow from Rules Boss. Oh, and Gollum rolls out the way of the next one. Gollum's been busted open. Apparently he does bleed as well. I didn't think there was any blood left in him, to be honest. You wouldn't know it to look at him. Rules Boss. Oh my goodness me. T-bone German suplex. Or double... I don't even know what you call that, actually. I've completely misnamed that. Rules Boss going for his finisher. Gollum with the counter. Gollum. Flatliner. No, not like this, please. Gollum's got his signature. He's removing the turnbuckle pad. The referee is not going over to fix it. He's going to start the count. Bloody hell. Tolkien describes Gollum as a small, slimy creature and rather like a spider himself, or perhaps like a starved frog. And that's the guy that created him. No one likes him. I'm glad I'm not alone. Up to a count of 3 now. Dragon suplex, thank you, BTJ. Snap dragon suplex from Rules Boss a minute ago. He's choking him out on the outside. This will not count. We don't want this to end via count out. Hopefully Gollum sends Rules Boss back into the ring now. He does. Gollum follows behind. Count of 6. Gollum beckons for Rules Boss to get back to his feet. Gollum now springboard. Oh my God. Just the whiplash from the Hurricane Rana is insane. Referee reattaching the turnbuckle pad. Gollum, face covered in blood, goes for it. Sleeper hold again. Rules boss, please don't tap out to Golem. Don't submit to Golem. No. Okay, Rules boss is powering out. Rules boss has escaped the clutches of Golem. It's a bit of a mistake having two men here have submission maneuvers as their finishers when neither of them have very good submission stats. They're never going to tap anyone out like that. Regardless though, this match will continue. Golem. Oh, diving headbutt. Whatever few teeth Golem had. Oh no, and he's locked in a finisher again. Into the sleeper for the third time. Rules boss can't last much longer here. He's going to have to tap eventually. But again, Golem lets him go. Boot to the spine of Rules boss. Golem, full head of steam. Another diving headbutt. And into the cover, and this may well be it. Golem, unfortunately, might have just defeated Rules boss. And the woes of Rules boss continue. They're in completely different divisions. Golem is in the Butterfield division. And Rules boss is in the World Championship division, but Golem just beat him. Oh no. Golem's pants on display for the whole world there. And unfortunately, the Plip-Plop King himself, Mr. Disgusting, Captain Get Him Off My Screen, emerges victorious here tonight. Big goal move. Stop plip-plopping around, you freak. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. Our final match of the stream is up next. As, in his debut, the Vent Pervert goes one-on-one with a totally unproblematic pufferfish for the Butterfield Title Championship title belt. Next week we will get to the unification between the PipDown Men's and PipDown Men's Interim Championships, and of course the Vidiots Championship Triple Threat, and the PipDown Women's Championship match as well. But the final match tonight, before we raid Peter Austin at the turn of the hour, this may go slightly after, to be clear. We will raid him as soon as we're done. Final match time. You guys ready? Vent Pervert versus Pufferfish is your, not main event of BENXT Stand And Deliver, but your main event of the stream today. Are you ready? Oh, Peter can't try to win a belt before his first stream. Technically, Peter is already the champion. So the fact he's not had to defend it on this stream means that he will be walking into his first stream as the Vidiots champion for at least the next 7 days. Will he be after next week's stream? We'll have to see. Final prediction coming your way in just a moment. The Vent Pervert in his debut takes on the Pufferfish for the Butterfield Title Championship title belt. Let's do this thing. Let's finish it off in style. Possibly a dumb question, but I'm way behind on VODs. Why is the fish redacted? Well, I had a not come to Jesus moment, but just sort of realised that actually the pufferfish noise and the pufferfish itself was making that noise because it was being force-fed carrots, and that's not very nice. And while the noise is funny, I feel like I have perhaps grown as a person and realised that actually maybe I don't find it that funny anymore. So I've redacted and I've censored the fish, and the noise that we used for so long has been substituted for the Michael Jackson noise instead. And that's the reason. Let's do it, everybody. Final prediction is now live. Is it Vent Pervert or the normal fish? Twitch won't let me do a prediction name. Cool. Here we go, everybody. Let's do it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
The cruiserweight and heavyweight and light heavyweight and championship.
Here we go. Full entrance for the Vent Pervert. He's locked in. He's looking for vents. And he's ready to break some elbows and knees and backs and arms and legs and noses and ribs and other bits. Ears. Can you break an ear? He's going to find a way. He'll rip it off. Fingers and forearms and knuckles and sternums and pelvises and toes and feet and metatarsals and shins and anybody got any more? And other bones as well. The vent pervert is here. And he wants some bloody gold. Let's do it. It's the freaking bed. That one bone in your ear. He's going to break that too. It's Amfush, the Butterfield Championship title champion Pufferfish. Managed to see off his opponent on PipDown. And now he defends the title against the Vent Pervert on the grand stage of BENXT Stand And Deliver. Can't do too much of the entrances here because it's not long until Peter starts streaming. So, we're going to crack on. Basically, the head, shoulders, knees, and toes song. If it's in that, he'll break it. Yes, absolutely. Here we go. Down to Alicia Tyler. Not Aisha Taylor. No, not Aisha Taylor. No, hang on. Not Aisha Tyler. Alicia Taylor. Different people. Very similar names. Close enough to Batman, I should say. The Vent Pervert is here.
And his opponent from the Great Barrier Reef, weighing in at 390.
See you later, Batman fan. Batman fans off before the Batman even wrestles. Bloody hell. Catch you later, man. Thank you very much for being here. She's going to be reading this Butterfield title name all night.
Champion, the rejected Fisher.
The Pufferfish, proud Butterfield champion, with his first defense here tonight. He'll hand over the belt to the referee, who's wearing an NXT shirt for some reason. I don't know what that's weird. Batman claps eyes on gold for the first time. And this is what it is all about. Butterfield title up for grabs. Can the Vent Pervert do the unthinkable and dethrone the champion in his very first match? Shrek was unsuccessful earlier on, trying to do exactly the same thing, and we're underway. Oh my god, and Batman immediately trying to take out the Pufferfish, and the Pufferfish saw it coming a mile away. I can imagine the Pufferfish is a Batman villain, can't you? He lives in like the fish cannery district. He's taken over one of the warehouses. All of his henchmen dress like that. It'd be great. It'd be great. Unfortunately for Batman, though, he's getting his ass absolutely kicked at the moment. One thing we do have to bear in mind here is that Batman does not have any of his gadgets. And he's usually got all his gadgets. Big clothesline from the champion drops Batman. There must be a comic book Pufferfish-based character. Surely, right? Middle rope. Pufferfish calling for Batman to get to his feet. And big shoulder tackle. Takes down the Batman. Stamp to the calf of the challenger. And the Pufferfish again going to the middle rope. Sure, he's not going to reach from there, is he? Yes, he is. Diving elbow finds its mark. And it's not a good start to things for the Vent Pervert, I'll say that much. As Batman fighting for his life here. Imagine if it was Batman who had a bone broken tonight. That would be embarrassing, considering that he has previous. And Batman just being fish-handled by the champion so far. Big boot to the... Oh no, Batman managed to get out of the way, but he took so long getting to his feet that... Oh, a schoolboy roll-up here from the Vent Pervert. Pufferfish kicks out. Peter the Pufferfish, a minor character in Silver Age Justice League of America comics who was loyal to Aquaman. There we go. Thank you, Ben Cooper. And now it's the Vent Pervert's time to shine. He's beckoning. He's calling for something. The vent pervert is feeling it. And all he's done is he's walked the pufferfish over to the ropes. And now, what's he looking to do? Pufferfish sent into the... Oh, drop kick sidestepped by the champion. Now the pufferfish back in control. Oh, no. Batman now sidesteps. Hip toss by the champion. These two going back and forth. And now a kip up by Batman. Batman goes low. And now we're going to trade blows here. I don't know really who's got the superior strength here. Batman certainly has the technique, but the raw power of the Butterfield champion may outstrip the vent pervert here tonight. Batman with a counter, the pufferfish with a counter. Who is going to come out? Oh, and a second counter from the pufferfish. Pufferfish has Batman backed all the way up into the corner. Not looking good for Batman here in this exchange. Pufferfish, oh, and now they're just going to punch each other in the face. This is realistic. This is wrestling. Pufferfish, the one walking out of that with a signature maneuver, but Batman in control sends Pufferfish across the ring into the corner. Batman slowly walking over. Big right hand. And now Batman walking away, maybe going to sprint over and hit him with something else. Counter from the Pufferfish. Took way too long, did Batman. Counter from Batman. And another one. Batman, big kick, cleans the clock of the pufferfish, and now Batman is calling for his signature. The vent pervert calling for some decimation here. What's Batman looking to do? Again, he's taking a lot of time, goes up to the top rope. Double axe handle, and the pufferfish is down, rolls over the pufferfish into the cover. The first pin attempt, that's not true, of the match. Kick out at 2, champion still in this thing. Pufferfish back to his feet. Batman sent into the ropes. Pufferfish belly to belly. And now, big clothesline from the pufferfish. Batman back to his feet. Ducks under does the pufferfish. Batman sent over. Back body drop. Pufferfish. And now a spine buster. And it's the pufferfish now who has his signature bar. Batman sat down, rolling neck snap. Challenger prone. Pufferfish potentially looking for his signature or indeed his finisher here. He has both. Counter from Batman. Batman counters the finisher. Forearm from Batman. Momentum swung all the way back to Batman, who's off the ropes. Oh, and he breaks the neck of the pufferfish. Into the cover goes the vent pervert. Oh, a rope break. Bloody hell, we very rarely see those. Normally there is a huge allowance made. Oh, and Batman decides that'll do it. What an incredible maneuver from Batman, who gets him back to his feet. And now Batman potentially closing in on his first championship. Misses with that. Very unfortunate basement dropkick from the champion there. I thought Batman had that one. If that rope break hadn't have counted, I think Batman would have won the title right there. But now the pufferfish has his finisher, and the vent pervert just needs to survive, really. He can't let the pufferfish hit this move, because if he does, it is officially an unsuccessful title challenge for Batman. Oh, Batman's been busted open. Batman's nose is bleeding now. Pufferfish sends Batman back into the ring. Pufferfish up to the top rope. Batman prone. Batman starting to stir now. Oh, and the pufferfish manages to fly all the way across the ring. And now the pufferfish potentially signalling the end of this match. He's going to go for the puff-up powerbomb. Batman sent into the ropes. Up he goes, and down he goes. Into the cover, and I think that's going to be a retention for the pufferfish. So close for the vent pervert, but unfortunately for Batman, it is the pufferfish who is victorious. And unfortunately, Batman will just have to try his luck another day. I really thought this was it here. The neck breaker. Oh. We never get rope breaks in this game, but the referee called for it there. And if he didn't win there, I thought Batman would for sure have won off this, but Batman decided not to go for the pin. Pufferfish rallied, and still, Butterfield champion is the Pufferfish. You can't begrudge him that. Good effort from the Pufferfish here tonight. Batman, I'm sure we will see a lot more of him in the future. The Winkler does it again. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen and others, that's going to do it for us tonight. Next week we will return with the unification match between Simon Miller and Funky Barbara Piss. Peter Austin defending his Vidiots Championship against Ben Potter and Michael Johnson. And of course the main event, the Chevrolet Matisse defending her PipDown Women's Championship against Carla. Thank you so much for joining me. That's it for streams this week. I'll be back on Monday. Really appreciate all of your support. I hope you've had a lovely time. I've had a fantastic time. I'll see you next week. We're going to raid Peter Austin now. He is live. It's not... Apparently that's not his username. What is his username? Is it not Tiny Peter Plays? At Tiny Peter Plays. No? Am I doing that wrong? That is his username. Why won't it let me raid that? Let's try again. Okay, it's working now. Don't know why it didn't work before. Everybody join the raid, assuming you're not dual watching already. Send Peter some love, drop him a follow, and I will catch you all next week. Have a fantastic rest of your week, a safe and restful weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for some more Pokemon. Bye, everybody. Bye.